Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to those who've just joined us now on the Swahili Nation channel on One Africa Movement. My name is Ezra from South Africa, and tonight we're going to have a great show. And welcome everyone who's just joined us, those who just connected with us. Welcome. Welcome, and His Excellency.
My brother. Come on, my brother. It's good to see you today.
Good seeing
You're
you.
looking good.
Yeah. I'm trying, man. Good seeing you, His Excellency. And welcome our viewers all over the world, wherever you are connecting from. My name is Ezra, and I'm here with my brother, His Excellency, the birthday man, the birthday man.
man.
His Excellency Mika is here.
As I said, yeah, please, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, His Excellency, and welcome, His Excellency. Thank you for joining us tonight. And tonight we know that His Excellency added another year to his life. God has just added another year to his life. I'm sure he has grown an inch. But I'm really happy, His Excellency, to be with you here on your birthday. And I know you're a busy man, and you could be anywhere, you could be resting, but you decided to bless us with your presence.
Ezra, you're good at this, man. You're good at this. Ezra, I think Ezra, you can be a politician. You can make a really good person. But to be honest, I just love your politeness. I think it shows, how people of South Africa are. Politeness that you have is extraordinary. I don't know if everybody's like that, but I know you guys are great people because you're Africans. And
yeah.
I gotta be honest, I was having a phone call with Ezra behind the scene. And since I was the one that I came here and I say that this year we have to be brutally honest with ourselves. So for me, guys, I'll be honest, with you. I was having a conversation, with Ezra behind the scene, and he was asking me, how was your day and how things like that. And a lot of people have been asking me, and this is what I told them. I said, hey, my day was boring. Boring day of my life. Right? And that's not me being negative, but that is just me being honest, brutally honest with you. Somebody's asking me how you feel. Man, I'm bored, right? I'll tell you why. Usually on birthday, you celebrate with the loved one, people you love, people are close to you. And I gotta say this, the best part is you guys. I receive a lot of messages on my social media, on the post I posted saying happy birthday. Even right now, I'm receiving that. So I appreciate, guys. That means a lot. But here where I am, I've spent the day pretty much alone in this house. Can you imagine how boring that is? So to be honest with you guys, I'll be very honest with you, I'll be bored because I was expecting this day, I was gonna be in Ethiopia. I was expecting to celebrate my 29 years with my people in Ethiopia, and it didn't happen. So my expectation, they were there, right? And I already had these feelings that I'm gonna meet these people I've never seen before. Man, I don't care whether it's one or two, but I'm going to have an amazing time celebrating my day, right? And then it happened, God's plan that I didn't go. I'm saying God's plan because now I realize why I stayed here, right? Something very important I've done today, and I realize why I stay here. But then being here right now, I'm telling you guys for real, like it has been a boring day. I'll be honest with you, it has been a boring day. I just wanted to run away to go somewhere, but it just didn't happen. So that was my day, if you can ask me. But I am grateful, regardless of those things. I'm grateful that I have one more year added to my life.
Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Uh, His Excellency, when you said when you asked me, because I thought you were busy, maybe with some things, interviews there, up and down, and and he like told me like, nah, man, I was just indoors and reflection. But as well, I think that's part of growing. I've also had bad days like that where it will be more of a reflection day, more than being with a lot of crowd or a lot of
Mm,
people coming in. Even though I'll get messages, texts, say, "Hey, happy birthday! Where are you? Can we meet? Can I buy you lunch or something like that?" But eventually, you have those days where, or those days where you'll have a reflection. Time to reflect and time to just be within, be yourself, be with your own spirit, be with your own mind, and be in your own world, and just reflect those years that God has given you to be on this earth and the way forward. And I know that His Excellency, as he said, that his plan by this time, he wanted to spend his birthday in Ethiopia, for those who don't know. So the plan was to be in Ethiopia this time. So we were supposed to be celebrating somewhere live now in Ethiopia. We were not supposed to be celebrating like in all these two remote locations, Tanzania and South Africa. So by now we're supposed to be in Ethiopia. And God's time is still the best, and something good will come up, and the land of Ethiopia, we know for sure, will never be the same when His Excellency arrive, and we shall set foot in the land of Ethiopia. So time is coming, and I know, brother, being alone, maybe self-introspection, a lot of reflections as well, and I know in bad days normally people think of, I just want to be happy, I just want to be told all the nice things, but
yeah.
hopefully some reflections are there, and certain things you can really thank God, and certain things you can really say, you know what, maybe this is the plan going forward, you know.
Mm, yeah. Definitely, definitely. Man, I know you guys have been really encouraging me, and I receive messages even when I found out that I'm not gonna be able to go to Ethiopia. This week, found messages and a lot of encouraging message, and that's how I feel. I feel that always God's timing is perfect. But to be very honest with you, like as I said, I'll be very honest with you, is that I am disappointed because of what has happened, and it's okay to be disappointed. That's what I want to say. Sometimes we feel like we should not be disappointed, but it's okay to be disappointed. Because that's what makes us human being, right? It's okay to be disappointed. I'll be lying to you guys if I'm here and I'm like, you know what, okay, it's all good, it will happen. No, 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 I'm not gonna do that,
Mm,
because it is okay to be disappointed. I acknowledge that God's plan always is the best, but all of us, when things are not going on our ways, we're disappointed, and it doesn't mean that we don't acknowledge that God's plan is are the best. They're the best, and we know that, and nobody will argue with that. Uh, but I think I put so much expectation on this, and so it turned out that the higher expectation, the higher the expectations, the higher the disappointments. So it could be the lesson as well to me, that you never know what's going to happen tomorrow, and you never know what's going to happen in your plan. So it's always the best to hold on to God, and to leave a room, to leave a space for anything to happen, because anything might happen anytime. So for those guys who they were expecting to see me, you guys have to know that I am myself too. I am, very disappointed. It was the only time that I wish I flied with a. I fly from here. I don't know if you have this in South Africa. You have these witch doctors and witchcraft, like people who are traveling at night. Do you know those people?
yeah, 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 I know such stories and such things, yeah.
Yeah, they're
It is.
traveling in the we call it ungo in Tanzania. It's like something like this. at night, man, it was the first time I wished I flight. I was like, should I find no, I'm just kidding. No, I was like, I'm going to enter there illegally, I wanna teleport. Yeah, I want to teleport. I was like, God,
Yeah,
can I be that guy in the Bible who, I think it was Timothy or something. The guy, he teleported Philip. Yeah, Philip. He
Philip.
teleported from
Yeah.
one place to another. Yeah, so I was like,
Mm.
God, can you do that? Like, I'll just close my eyes and open. Oh, I mean, Addis Ababa. Ah, man. Like, anyways, God
And
is
it's a funny story about that same story about Philip. It's in the book of Acts. I
exactly.
think it's from 2020 from 8, Acts 8 verse 26.
Chris, it's good to see you,
And
my sister. Oh, sorry.
yeah. It's X 2020 X 8 verse 26. I think. Yeah. So
Mm,
and the when he teleported, the person was an eunuch going to
mm.
Ethiopia. Was an Ethiopian eunuch, and he was coming
Oh,
from.
come on.
You still remember the story, right?
Guys,
So now
maybe
it's
maybe we should pray so that I may teleport like Philip.
exactly
Because there's a connection there. There's a connection of
exactly
Ethiopia and Philip. Man, you
exactly.
know, guys, I know God's plan are perfect, and we will never, fight against that. And we will know, at the end of the day. Yes,
Yeah,
we'll
man.
know.
And I think currently, you might feel that 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 expectation that, man, this time my mind, my spirit, my soul, my everything, you already there, and then this thing happened that the COVID thing came. But
Mm.
I know that when we land in
Yes,
Ethiopia, in
yeah.
the land of Ethiopia, things will be different, and that'll be the best time. You know that sometimes we feel that we're supposed to be that time, and then we find out that if you came that time anyway, maybe that time wasn't really the right time. But when we go, we want to enjoy even double the fun or the expectation that you thought. You're like, wow, this is the right time. Thank you, God, that I'm here at this time.
Mm, mm,
So,
mm, mm. Exactly. Exactly.
so
That's true. Yes, because human
so
being, we have this tendency of being impatient. Want everything to happen right now, right here. So when it doesn't happen on our ways, we get disappointed, just like me. But I can't lie to you guys. I'm really having really hard time, this year, from the beginning, because things are just going, opposite in that way.
mm,
You know, but that's just a proof that it's a moment. It's a moment to hold on to God. And you see, my sister, she's calling. I'm just gonna pick this up. I think she's wishing me, happy birthday.
yeah. Pick that up. So welcome, family. For those who just joined us, it is His Excellency's birthday today. Those who were not here last night or who were with us this morning, those who were with us live on the morning session, we wish them a happy birthday. And if there's anybody out there who wants to come tonight and just come and bless His Excellency Mika with who can sing or who can try to sing, I'll help. I know they told me not to sing because yeah. So, but if you feel that you want to come in tonight, you want to come and sing for Mika, any birthday messages, please drop them on the comment section, and I will share the link as well. You can come and just wish him a birthday message, whatever you feel that you want to say to Mika, whatever. Anyhow, you want to bless him, please connect with us, and I'll open that section maybe for 10-15 minutes, and then we get into the main topic for tonight. And the topic, we still continue with yesterday's topic about peace in action, unity in action. And since His Excellency already declared that this is the year of action, 2022 is the year of action for Africa. We need to start moving, we need to start acting and doing things that are going to move us ahead, instead of us just talking and doing nothing, or complaining and not doing anything. So Welcome, 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 welcome. And another thing, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. If you've just joined us, just go and subscribe if you've not subscribed. Turn on the notification icon, like, share, and then let's join the family, join the movement, and then let's move to 200,000 subscribers, because that's our goal for this month. Hopefully, we can do it tonight on his birthday. That will be the best birthday present for His Excellency Mika. And it will be great to see this channel growing and you being part of a movement that is growing and having so many plans that they need to do. So if you join us, you're joining a movement. You're joining a movement that is about change and it's about action. For the year is a year of action for us as a One Africa movement. A lot of plans coming ahead this year, and we want you, family, to be the hand. We need your hands, we need your brains, we need your eyes, we need your mouth, we need your strength as well to be part of this movement. Nothing can happen without a collective working together to achieve a common goal. And the collective have always worked. The unity of people in different countries. For us to be independent, it took other leaders, it took great leaders that fought and organized themselves as collective to say we want independence in Africa, and that goal was achieved. And then we retained and we took back our land, we took back our nations, and we led our nation. So as a young Africans, we also need to do the same. Our older generation, they did their part, but they could not finish the task at hand. So it's up to us now to take this movement ahead and address our issues and move forward. For we are the generation that needs to say enough is enough. No more. We are moving ahead. We want things to change. We want to turn the direction, and we want to make our continent a better place for all of us. And we don't want people to be leaving risking their life. And obviously, we won't stop everyone from leaving. There are people who are going to other countries for opportunities, studying, business, whatever you're doing in another country. It's that is normal. People will always be migrating, but we really want people to move out of free will, not out of desperation. So as a continent, as young people, we are here to say we have a voice, and we want to be the voice, and we're not going to just sit in the benches and always complain about the other generation or our leaders or our older generation that fought for our liberation, to say they are at fault for this. We also need to play our part, and we also need to voice out what we think will be best for us, because leadership starts now. There's no such thing as you're going to be a leader one day, and leadership does not mean you have to be a president, a minister, or what. In your field, you're a leader. In your community, you're a leader in your own right. So continue doing that and lead by example. Do what you need to do. Play your part. The best part you can play is you. Do that in your own circle. You don't have to be popular to be a leader. In whatever, day to day, just for you to supply, to provide for your family. It's also leadership. For you to work or do business, whatever you're doing, you're a leader in your own right. You're a business leader. You're a community leader. In every field that you are a leader. So do that and play your role and be active. Do not be passive. Do not be ignorant. Ignorance is destructive. So let us not be a generation that is ignorant to our future. Let us not be ignorant when it comes to our future. Let us be vigilant. Let us be watchmen of our future. So His Excellency, welcome back. Some people just seeing you now, they just joined us. I see some people wishing us, wishing you some birthdays up there. Some comments that came in, and we see there's this comment. I see Kim Jong-un, the North Korean leader, is also here joining us tonight. In the comment section, he loves Africa.
North Korean leader has a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's a
so you'll be followed by great leaders, His Excellency.
Yeah.
So welcome, His Excellency, again. And for those who just joined us, please, guys, subscribe. We are on our road to 200,000 subscribers. Subscribe before you start commenting, before you start watching and listening. Just go and subscribe and listen. You know, and let's get the movement rolling. Share and like for those who've just joined us. And I know others always join late. Turn on that notification icon bell so that you get notified when we go live or when there's a new video being uploaded. Then you can really watch on the go and stuff. His Excellency, are you still with us?
You say?
Yeah, family. No, I was saying you're still with us, and I was saying I was just telling our viewers that we're on our way to 200K. Only less than four. I mean, just 4,000, just over 4,000. Then we over 200K, and we're probably gonna do a party for that. We'll go live for it, and they can join and be part of this, you know. So, families, welcome. Drop your comment. Where are you connecting from? I see there's Thomas Casa. Hello from Ethiopia. Welcome, Thomas. Habutamu. Happy birthday message there. Subscribe, guys. As you can see there on the dashboard, we are almost there. We are almost there. And the best gift is to reach 200K on Mika's birthday month. And let's do this. We need to grow. And as the channel grows, we all grow together. So support an African media platform, subscribe, share with family, share on your WhatsApp, Badu, whatever, WeChat, whatever platform you're using. If you're in China, WeChat, please subscribe there and share on your own platform. If you're in South Korea, join. And in Australia, please join, share on your media platforms, your Twitter accounts, your Facebook, I'm promoting a lot of social platforms. But yeah, please share there.
They have to give us some money when you mention them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, a time is coming when they will need us so much, and they'll have to pay for all these years that we've been promoting them.
You know, by the way, guys, tomorrow we'll have very important session to talk about COVID-19, and everything that's going on. But this is very sensitive topic, so please, everybody, you guys come. We're gonna have someone who will do a little bit of presentation that she has been working on for a long time, for like more than a year. And so there's so many information. She's not someone that expert. She's not a doctor, but she's just someone living somewhere, and she has been going through this. So what I want to tell you guys, invite people to come here tomorrow. We have doctors here. I know we have Dr. Sadeke, a physician doctor, and we have a lot of other doctors here. So you guys can come as well, because we need to be precise, and also we need to be careful on what we say. The other day I uploaded a video about that, and guess what? They blocked it and they gave me a warning, the first warning. So usually you can get 3 strikes, right? And then you lose your channel, but they gave me 1 warning. So in conversation that we're gonna have tomorrow, it's very risky, because it depends on how we're gonna talk, how we're gonna like, man, these social media, they're really controlling the whole situation. The videos that I wanted to share here on YouTube, the videos that they're actually out there. People like Billy Gates, people like different people have been talking about. So I shared on YouTube channel as to prepare everybody for the conversation tomorrow, but they blocked it, and they gave me a warning, the first warning. Thank God it's not a strike, because if they give you a first strike, we cannot do this live stream for like 7 days or something. So you cannot do live stream, you cannot upload videos, so it's bad. But it's a big risk we are taking. But tomorrow we're gonna have that conversation anyways, because we need to have this conversation, right? And this person, she lives right now in Germany, and she knows a lot of things. I had a private chat with her a couple times, So, you know, what we're going to talk about is you know, it's authentic. It's not something out of the blue, but we want our people to have education about these things, you know, because education is power. You know, knowledge is power. And if we have that, then it will help us to decolonize the mind and also to know how are we going to act, right? It's very important. But there's a lot of things are coming. And I just saw the news yesterday. There's a new variant has been discovered in France. Yeah, the new variant right now. Let me. This is the news. It's official news. So it seems like, you know, this COVID-19 is not going anywhere. It's gonna be here with us for a long time. And this new variant called, they named it latest COVID-19 variant. They call it IHU, detected in France. New variant has been detected in France. The variant has been named IHU. Health officials found that IHU has 46 mutations. That is even more mutations than were found in Omicron. So this is new one. Like every time, like this is it comes, and after this, another one comes after this, another. It feels like, man, we're gonna be living in this thing forever. But you know, the best thing we can do, man, like at this point, really, we really just need to pray, man, because this thing is too much. Right? Just need to pray and, you know, to wish for the best. But we're gonna have that conversation tomorrow. It's very important to have that. And I know I'm taking a big risk to have that conversation here at this time in this channel, because they're sensing everywhere. And you have to understand, like when you see how tight the battle is. Just talking about it, they're sensing a lot, and it's very, very risky. Just talking about it. So ask yourself, like, what the heck is this? Why just talking about it? Because they're trying to manage and to control as much as they can that people should not talk about it. So if you talk about it, then they'll give you extra censorship, and that's what they're doing right now. So we are kind of like the target, but we're gonna need to talk. So with all being said, that just in case, again, I'm saying this again, just in case this channel, you don't see this channel anymore, you know, we have One Africa, another channel that is there for a long time. So you can go and subscribe to that, because we might move, you know, to that channel to do all this, you know, live stream there. Yeah, it's very important. Let me show you guys here on the screen right here. So if you go all the way down, you'll find there's different channels here connected. I have my personal channel, Yamika Chevala. I have all these are my channels. But you can go to this One Africa. Right now we have 1,000 subscribers already. And this is where we're gonna be doing a lot of our One Africa issues. We're gonna move to this channel, you know, very soon. But we just wanna have as many subscribers as we can, and then we'll start, you know, uploading and maybe even doing this live stream there. You know, Swahili Nation Network will keep doing some other stuff as well as an African media. But here is gonna do our One Africa issues right here in One Africa. So please subscribe. It's our backup channel, you know. Yeah. So, and tomorrow, please come tomorrow. And if you get a chance to talk as well, just make sure that you don't say things that you are not, you don't have evidence. In fact, man, everything about this thing right now, there's no evidence to this, but just let's be careful how we talk about it, because otherwise you're gonna put me into trouble and like the whole community of Swahili Nation. Yeah. So tomorrow, guys, tomorrow we'll have that discussion. So please come if you're curious about, you know, that. Come and let's have a conversation. And I know they're listening to me right now, so. Okay.
So yeah, tomorrow yeah, tomorrow we'll be working on eggs, guys. if you can't work on eggs, please just listen. Because tomorrow we'll be working on eggs, you know.
You always have those people that, you know, they don't filter their words. For these guys, okay, I don't filter what I say, but for this, we need to filter. We need to do that, right? Because a lot of people are affected by this. and a lot of people are going through, you know, a lot of stuff. So whatever that we're gonna be talking about, we just need to be careful and to put into consideration that there are people who are, you know, are suffering from this. But as well, we need to raise our voice so that, you know, at the end of the day, you know, nobody will be forced to do something that they don't want to do. It has to be a choice to do it. You know, if they say, for example, I mean, I was talking to somebody and they say, in the States and some other part of the world, it's a choice. You know, they say you can make a choice for your own body, either to abort or not to do that. But when it comes to this thing, it seems like there's no choice, you must do it. So why the things like that going on? So all this conversation will happen more. It will be very interesting conversation, but a very dangerous conversation. I'm actually advising that person to not show her face, you know, when you're talking about it. So yeah, for me, I'm already too late. Already too late for me, and for you as well.
Now this tomorrow. It's on, and yeah, you know. Tomorrow it's another one. It's another one. But what can we do? We soldier on. We are marching on forward, and you know, no turning back.
Let,
You know.
let me show you this video. This video that it was removed, and yeah, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys this thing. It didn't take even a long time. Like I just upload, and I didn't upload it, but I didn't see how it's going. The next thing I found, it was removed. Removed right away. Okay, let me show you. And there's this one. Yeah, here, so warnings and everything. But yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, so tomorrow it's gonna be, and I watched these videos. Like I didn't just go ahead and upload before. I listened to them, and I satisfied myself that there's something I can share. Because people that are talking in those videos, they're just, you know, like nurses, doctors, right? They're talking about stuff. But yeah, it's anyways, guys, I need to stop here. This is the conversation of tomorrow. And there's a new variant that has been detected. It's right here. It's a big news already. Our brother Rich, he shared in the group, the membership club group. Yeah. So tomorrow is gonna be a beautiful day. But today we're gonna focus on today. And guys, yes, that's pretty much.
Yeah, His Excellency. Yeah, and Africa is found itself again in the, you know, in the midst of other things, other challenges, and in the midst of other challenges again. But Africa shall prevail. Africa shall stand strong, and African people are resilient. And African people, God is with Africa. If people knew how many attempts have been on us, they will really thank God. They'll be on their knees and say, "Thank you, Lord." But others, they don't know. They just think, no, maybe we've been abandoned. And God still loves us, and God is still protecting us, and God will protect us. And we shall come out strong, and we shall come out strong, and we shall come out alive, and we shall live to see the good days. When the enemy's strength, when the enemy has finished throwing his arrows, we shall rise, and we shall really pick up ourselves and move forward. So Africa will not die. Africa will not be destroyed.
Yeah, Africa will never be destroyed, and Africa will always stand. That is our hope. That is our prayer. That is our belief. No matter, it doesn't matter how it say, no weapon formed against you shall prosper.
Amen.
Whatever weapon, it will never prosper. Right? And we're gonna have that conversation tomorrow. Pi is saying definitely not speaking tomorrow. Yeah, Pi, if you cannot filter yourself, Don't speak. Don't speak. You guys see, I'm already in trouble, right? These are behind the scenes. I've shown you today exclusive. Yesterday, I was even checked. I was like, oh my goodness, I got warning. First warning. They're like, the next one, they're gonna stop your live streams for some time. So we're not gonna be able to do this, right? And there's some other stuff. They say, now where is that? Let me see. But yeah, there's a different. It's kind of like it's like a little punishment, you know. For they say you're breaking the police and the rules, whatever. Yeah. But I want to appreciate Moluseu Beyene for the donation. I appreciate. I think it's my first time to see you here. Maybe I haven't seen you before, but I want to appreciate you for the giving and for the super chat that you gave. That means a lot. I bless you and Happy New Year, my brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Muluseu. Thank you. And again, for those who don't know, you can join the membership, and you can join the membership at Dark Moon.
I'll keep my mouth. But this is not normal. It's really not normal. Like there has to be a freedom of speech. We to talk about things how they feel about. That's why in Europe you see people are protesting all the time about this issue, about this stuff that's going on right now. It's very political, right? So I had a call with someone in one of the African countries that are here in 12 Nation One Africa, and he was saying that, man, I don't like it. I can see my government is about to make mandatory for everybody to receive V. I cannot even mention the word because they will censor it again, to receive V. He said, man, we need to have this conversation. I can see, he was like, I will be the last man on earth to receive V. That's my brother was talking to me just the other day. And I was like, yeah, man, and you can't believe that we have been planning to have this conversation for a long time. But it's crazy that you cannot talk about it. And then you'll have conversation with some, it was telling me that I'm having conversation with, some doctors, and this is what they told me that, that, hey, it's crazy. We cannot even talk about this, because if I talk about this, I might lose my job. So there's no other option but to shut up and to continue to do what you don't really believe. So the best thing, you can just tell your family that, guys, okay, but if you open your mouth and you try to be brutally honest, we said we're going to be brutally honest in 2022. And that's why we're having this conversation tomorrow. No matter how risky it is, we're going to have that conversation. Even if it means we're going to lose channel, we're going to have that conversation. Yeah, and they cannot, people like they have been masked. And we can't talk, we can't say anything. Because if you talk, if you raise your opinion, you're breaking the rules, you're violating the policy of YouTube and whatever. It's ridiculous. We should be able to talk. Right now, you cannot, let me just say this, you cannot force people in your country to receive V. You cannot. It shouldn't be, it has to be a choice of everyone. It has to be a choice. Even in America or whatever, there's a huge amount of people that they don't receive it. And there are people who receive it. It has to be a choice. You can't force people to take something they don't want to take. You can't put mandatory for someone to put something in their body that they don't want to take. You cannot. It's violation of human rights. It's violation of human rights. If somebody says, I don't want to take it, I would rather go away but not take it, why do you have to make it mandatory for everybody to take? So I wish our African governments, they're not going to do that, because it has to be a choice. It has to be a choice. You cannot force people to do something they don't want to do. You can't. Man, we're matured. We're old enough. I'm 29 years old today, and then you're forcing me to do something I don't want to do? I ain't going to do that.
Yeah, His Excellency, it's something that we the fight is on, and as I said, we're gonna come out victorious regardless of the challenges, regardless of whatever we may be going through at the moment. We will come out victorious. And a lot of things may happen. Challenges are on the way. Challenges are ahead of us, but we will conquer them. We will. The human spirit is really resilient, you know. And as I said, that Africa, so many things have been planned against you, but you've risen against all those challenges. Other things have been planned against us, and they failed. And even this one shall fade. We shall come out victorious. For those who are out there thinking of losing hope, who are feeling hopelessness, please know that we will come out victorious, regardless of whatever challenges that we are facing at the moment, or that we are still going to face in the future. So know that we are gonna come out victorious. We are gonna come out strong, and nothing can stop us. There may be challenges, there may be a lot of traps and all those things, but we shall overcome. We shall overcome. So be encouraged, be prayerful if you are a prayerful person, and let's be strong. Let's be strong, and let us take care of each other. Let us not just abandon each other during this time. Let us help one another where possible, and let us grow, and let us know that we will overcome this. Tomorrow, as His Excellency has already said, that if you cannot walk on eggshells, then just listen, and because tomorrow, yes, there will be a lot of censorship, and it can either make us or break us for that moment, but it will not really break us. You'll just be a stumbling block, but we'll overcome that, you know. So tomorrow, join us. Just join us. I know somebody just asked us, what are we talking about tomorrow? Connect and you'll see. And yeah, just come with your censorship, you know, just tape your mouth or something. And if you know you don't have a filter, just listen. Just listen, and yeah, just listen, and just like, and just that's all you can do. If you know you can't hold yourself, you don't have filter. So if you've got filter, maybe join, and if you know how to speak in codes, join tomorrow. But if you can't speak in code, you just direct like this. Yeah, we might find ourselves in a lot of yeah. But tomorrow, join. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your whoever that is interested in knowing about this topic. And yeah, but welcome back, His Excellency. You are still raising a point right there.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on my side, because I found myself, I was still talking, and but I think it stopped a long time ago. Where did I stop?
You were still talking about obviously the V, and where are we again now? I have to retrace my steps. You're still talking about obviously the human rights regarding the V, and also that
Okay.
the human rights aspect of us having the right to say yes or no.
Yeah. Yes. So basically, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's ridiculous to force people to take something in their body that they're not confident with, or they're not willing to. It's ridiculous. It's violation of human right. It's violation of democracy. You're talking about democracy? Let people do what they want to do. Let people make their own decision when it comes to their own body. It's their own body, it's their own lives. And everybody has to satisfy themselves before taking it. But right now, they're not even going to force you to take it, but the system, it will force you to take it. They'll tell you that you cannot go to this place, you cannot go to this place, you cannot enter here if you haven't. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And some people are fired from works, from jobs, because they didn't get it. So even those nurse, doctors who got it, They had to get it because otherwise they're not going to be able to maintain their job. You cannot maintain your job if you didn't get it, so you must get it to maintain your job. And you have people who have been forced to do like that because they simply want to save their jobs. This is not democracy they are talking about all the time. This is not human rights because it's my body, it's my choice. That's what they say, right? Yes. Don't force me to put something in my body that I'm not confident with. Give me the evidence. I don't see any evidence. As a matter of fact, I just see people who they're still just, it's the same thing. Whether you take V or you don't take D, it's the same thing. So why? Why? If I take today and I can still get it, and I don't take today, I can still get it, why taking it? It doesn't make sense. Leave me alone. I'll keep using my mask if you want me to use. I'll wash my hands. I'll keep drinking, ginger tea and, garlics. And I will survive. I will survive, and we will survive. The thing that we will survive. We are going to, guys, that will be conversation for tomorrow. this is something that, it's in my heart. And all of us, I know a lot of people here is very sensitive and it's in our hearts. But tomorrow, we're going to have this conversation, brutally honest. This conversation with censorship.
So yeah, it's gonna be something else tomorrow. I see. The Regis says you broke the silence. So I think tomorrow is gonna be loud if we already broke the silence. But again, it's for the brave. I think tomorrow is for the brave. But yeah, we need to be. We're gonna really need to be. We need people who can speak in codes. Who can really dissect and have that intelligent mindset. Alpha Romeo type of setup. If you can't speak in codes, you might find yourself in a lot of trouble, or even us being in a lot of. So wow. And I'm looking at this, Chrissy. yeah. Tomorrow, if I think some people have to censor their videos, though they can't come like us. For us it's too late, so they'll have to just cut off their faces and. If they want to say something, or else they'll find themselves in trouble.
You see, I started to talk about this, and my internet is just doing crazy thing here. Let me stop, and I'll leave it for tomorrow. I've never had a bad internet. It's crazy that I'm having this issue right now. Oh yeah. This is really good, Sano. Guys, you see this? This is how you should write it. Don't say the word, but just put some emojis like that, all right? And we call it vid.
do you see what Uncle Kuru is saying there?
Birthday, Mika, what are we talking about? Are you planning to take me?
Uncle Kuru.
I know the problem with Kuru. The problem with Kuru is he hasn't been here for a long time.
He's now an uncle, he's got a lot of things. He has to drive the nephews and the nieces, for appointments and whatnot. So that's why he's not in with us. Hey, I
Kuru, you just need to know, man. Kuru, you just need to know that God has blessed me. I'm an African. And anyways, God has blessed me.
Yeah. Wow. I see even when the Tezi, I think when the Tezi will need to be very censored tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
He looks like he's ready for war. He's got his weapons ready,
Man, everyone is ready, man. People have been waiting for this for a long time. Been asking why you guys are not talking about this. I'm like, man, all right, we're gonna talk about this, but we need to be ready. Yeah. Just know, guys, if they come after me, I'll be like, I'm not alone.
We are all in it.
Please send to me your locations today on WhatsApp. Anyways, yeah. The good thing is that our movement and what we do, the good thing of this is that we don't have one location.
Exactly.
And I'll say this publicly. We don't have one location. So if someone out there think like, oh, it's in Tanzania and he's managing it, they're wrong because you don't have one location. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So it's not here where I am. It's in South Africa. It's in Kenya. It's in Somalia, Ethiopia. It's in the US. Canada.
Taiwan.
Pi. He's in China there, Taiwan. Exactly. It's everywhere. So how are you gonna take down something like that? You can't. It's everywhere. And I think that's a brilliant thing we have done. So kudos to you guys, family.
Wow, family. I see there's still more birthday messages coming in. I see what's her name? Tina Hailu. Happy birthday, my dear bro. Mika, I wish you nothing but all the best.
I understand. That's why some people they hide their face. You see, Pi say, I noticed I never put my face. Pi, we're waiting for your face. All right. If I'm going down, you're going down together. It's one Africa, babe. Yeah. You guys cannot sacrifice just me. Be like Mika. No. We going down together. All right. We ride together. We die together. But we're gonna live together. All right. So, exactly. Pi, put your face here today. Show your face. Let all be in trouble. It's one Africa, right? If your neighbor is not at peace, you cannot be at peace. All right.
Exactly. So, Pi, if he's thinking maybe he won't show his face, he's mistaken. We're already in his system. We already have his pictures,
Yeah, we already have the code words for our topic tomorrow. Vid and B. Vid and B. Yeah, remember that.
Wow.
Oh, I'll teach. Oh, we have the word in Swahili. I just found out like yesterday. The word in Swahili. So the word in Swahili, they don't censor it because they don't know it. So the word in Swahili, they made it up. Let me see here. I'll let you guys right now. So you can use that. We quote it. We call it. Oh my goodness. What's going on today? Something is just not right. Yeah, it will take some time, but I'll let you guys know.
Yeah. It looks like this face thing is becoming something else. I see Shimshon Levin is, don't you look my face, Mika? Samson Eritrean living in Israel. Oh, he's brave. I mean, he's just even showing their location. So somebody is brave to share their location, as you say. They must share.
We're in Israel too, guys.
Yeah.
Israel. Shout out to Israel, man.
Yeah. What's happening? Yeah. But tonight, His Excellency,
yeah.
We still wanna touch base on yesterday's topic. Okay. We had a lot discussed and a lot of cross-referencing, and we kind of maybe drifted away a bit on the main topic yesterday about love in action, peace in action, and unity in action. And I think there was a powerful topic, and I felt that we kind of had to cut it short because of obviously the birthday messages, the singing. I tried, guys, and I'm not gonna sing anymore. So I'll stick to talking. You know, the singing part now. I'm not gonna even try anymore. So, oh wow, that's the word. Wow,
Uviko.
Uviko.
So you can just say Uviko.
Uviko.
You say Uviko, they will never censor.
Yeah. Uviko. Nah, it's Uviko. Yeah, we just, yeah, Uviko.
Oh my goodness,
So,
that might censor it anyways.
But this, no, just do a little bit of research about it, because Swahili is also a language that has a lot of literature.
I see it here. The people who uploaded this video, I mean, it's censored too. So
censored too.
I guess it's the same.
We'll leave it. Let's the V. Let's just leave it on the V. So because that one, I'm scared that on the literature is already updated somewhere in Oxford and wherever, Cambridge, where they put some of the literature, international literatures and stuff. So let's rather shelve it for now. Just put it on the shelf for now. We'll see it.
I love this.
Yeah,
I love this. His Excellency, I love this. When we stand together, we stand together. When someone is down, we go down, we pick them up, and we stand together. That's one Africa. And right now, guys, I'm finding someone from Madagascar. Yesterday I mentioned here, and I'm having conversation with some people so that we may have someone from Madagascar here. Because whenever our brother or sister is down, we're gonna stand with them, down there, and pull them up. That's the spirit. And a year of action. That's how we're gonna do it.
Wow. So the topic that we started yesterday, His Excellency.
Yes.
If we can now delve into it, and I see some people are still on the coke, the
Okay.
the 219, the 219, the 219. I tried. That's how I can censor it. So about love in action, peace in action, and unity in action in Africa for 2022. Where do we start? A love in action. One of the slogans that you love using, His Excellency, is that you cannot be at peace while your neighbor is not at peace. And for you to have that peace, obviously you need love for you to apply the same principle and treat your neighbor as you treat yourself.
That's what's up.
Yeah. And looking at the common good of the whole continent, not just about me and my family or me, myself, me, myself, and I, but looking at me and my community, me and my continent, me and my people, So this is just a topic that I think we had to just continue with it on a part 2. And for those who just joined us today, this is the continuation of yesterday's topic because we had to cut it because of the birthday messages and singing and all that stuff. So love in action, peace in action, and unity in action as well. As we want peace, peace can only come through unity. The common unity, I mean, when we have peace when we come together for the common goal, and our common goals that we need to achieve in the continent is to eradicate poverty, to have better education system, better infrastructure for everyone, better opportunities for everyone. Those are just common things that should really unite us as well as people. There are many out there, but these are just one or two that I'm just mentioning here for us to have unity and peace. Because once we can unite for the common cause and the common good of this continent, we will have peace, And for us to do unity, we have to love this continent. So all these 3 words, love, peace, and unity, they're intertwined. So they work together. None can stand alone without the other. And funny that when you read the Holy Bible, it says God is love. So, and he's also the God of peace, and there's a scripture that says, if my people shall humble themselves. You've once shared this, His Excellency. I think it's in the book of Chronicles, where it says, if my people will humble themselves, repent, and pray, I will come and what? Heal their land. So that's why all these three words, they are all used, they're all used in the Bible as well. God uses these three words as well. If my people come together, I will be in their midst. So it's a unity. Where there's unity, God commands blessing as well. So the day this family, the African family, can know that unity brings blessing. And the unity also starts in our homes, our children, how we raise them, how we treat them, how we teach them as well. So all those things are very important. And these three words, they are all intertwined and they all work together. So none is independent of the other. So when we act, when we love has an action. Love is also an action word. It's not just a stationary word. Love is action as well. When you love somebody, you need to act. That's why there's love in action. And for us to unite, we all need to take a step, which is a what? Another step of action. So for us to become one and unite, we have to take that step. We need to take the step and say, what is it that we are gathering here for? And once we can know that the common goals and the common things that we need to unite for, we will be able to bring peace in our land. We'll have a unity in our land. But all those things they'll also need the love for our continent and our future generation, because it's not just all about us living here for now, but we also have to have the foresight to know that there are generations, there are our kids that will have to take over this land, and they'll have to take it forward. If we don't prepare for them, who will? Or else they'll have to struggle first before they can also raise themselves up. So we need to be the generation that will start creating wealth for our kids, and the generation that will come in the coming years, who will be leaders, who will be taking ownership of this land and having to move it forward. So that's just that in my opening statement. I don't know, family, if you've got anything that you have to contribute regarding this topic, feel free, send your comments on the comment section. And I'm not sure with His Excellency if we should be share the link or not.
Oh yeah, definitely. To share the link, but guys, remember to give each other's chance. I would like to see a lot of people coming here and raise their voice. As many people as you can. I would like to see everybody coming here and do that. Yeah, so let's give each other's chance. If nobody's coming, of course, you can take as much time as you want. Like yesterday, we had our brother Niger here. He had an amazing discussion. It was like his day yesterday, because he was basically alone here on the live stream.
So welcome, family. We've just shared the link, and if you want to come, join, and participate in this topic that we are having tonight, it's a continuation of what we were speaking about yesterday: love in action, peace in action, unity in action. So come and contribute, and let's hear your voice. And I see there's the I think the 219 has a lot of people talking already on the comment section. I think tomorrow we're gonna have a really crazy show.
You guys chill. That is for tomorrow, all right? Hang in there. They're talking about the second and the third. I don't know what to do. Run. That's funny. Anyways, we're gonna talk about that, guys, tomorrow. Today, let's keep talking about what we're gonna talk about here, so you can come and raise your voice. We wanna be a movement, a move that has impact. Move in action. right? And that's why we're having this conversation. Then how can we take those actions? For instance, one of the things that I can suggest here, I would have talked with someone in charge behind the scene. That when you have issues like what's going on in Madagascar or what happened in Ethiopia, it did a lot of damages in a lot of places. We have to take action. We said love and peace and unity is possible for Africa. Then we have to show that. We have to show that. And showing that is putting an act. We are 47 people here watching today. If we'll have 20 people who are willing to give something to support those places that are affected, and I know there's so many organizations doing that, but I want to do like we want to do as us, as the movement, want to put out there to show that we are with you guys. We are talking about this and we are here. We're in the front line. We're standing with you. Just 20 people decided to give something. We can support, we can feed some kids in Madagascar. We don't need WHO. We don't need UN organization to come and to feed our people. That's where we lose our respect. That's where they start seeing us a developing country, as a third world country that always needs support and always need aids and loans. We have to stop that because we have the power to do that. How much do you use a day to eat food? Because I use a lot sometimes. How much, ask yourself how much you use per day to eat food. Can't you use a little bit less than what you use right now? And that money that is left behind, can't you give it away to support 2 kids in Madagascar, or to support like medical tools that have been destroyed in Ethiopia because of the impact of the war? If you eat your food for, I don't know how much. I don't know if it's $20 is reasonable. I don't know, because I haven't been there, but I know where I used to live. There are places I will go. I will eat food for like $50, but I'll go to another place. I'll eat the same food with $10, and there's no difference in quality. It's good. It's good, but it's just fancy, a good place you reserve and it looks amazing. The location and everything is like that. We can start doing that. We can be a little bit less selfish and put love in action. And that means sometimes even it means that I need to lose something. I need to be uncomfortable for someone else to be comfortable. We need to make that decision to be able to let us be uncomfortable for someone else to be comfortable. Because what if I'm eating one meal for $20, there is a person here in Africa, they live under $1 a day. And I eat $20 just lunch. Breakfast, dinner is still aside. So ask yourself, if all of us will think, if my neighbor is not at peace, I cannot be at peace. If my neighbor is hungry, I cannot be full. If my neighbor don't have food, don't have this, why should I live luxurious life while my neighbors are dying because of poverty and hunger? Guys, I said yesterday that is disgrace to have people dying in Africa because of food, because of shortage of food. It's disgrace. It's disgrace. And you guys, 46 are watching here, you guys are not living under $1 a day. That's why you're using internet right now. And internet is expensive in Africa. But we're here because we're not living under $1. Can we be a little bit more selfless? Can we let go of that comfortableness that we do have and think about our brothers and sisters that are dying every single day just because of a meal? I'm not asking you to build a house just because of a meal. So that's why we're going to be doing One Africa this time. It will be in action, love in action. This One Africa movement, you know when it started? It started last year in 2013 on March 1st, last year. But you know, a year later, we want to start providing. We want to start saving people's life. I say here, nobody should ever die because of war, because of hunger, because of anything. No, man, I'll tell you this. You guys, you agree with me. Man, in Africa, people dies. And you know what we say? We say that it's God's plan. No, it's not God's plan for people to die like this. Do you know how many women with pregnancy die in Africa every single year? Every single month? Man, when you go to those countries, man, I stayed in South Korea. People, they don't die. Does God willing for just African people to die? Women with pregnancy, they don't die, guys. They don't. You will never see someone die, whether they're doing operation or you will never see. People who are dying there is either accident or they kill themselves or someone has like 90 years old. But ask yourself why our people are dying. See, women, they're dying every single day. Kids are dying every single day. Why? You hear that there's no facilities in the hospitals, or you see like the accountability is not good. Somebody's going to the hospital, staying there for 40 minutes. Someone has a womb. I was having a chat today with a doctor. I was having a chat today with the doctor, and man, now I understand why I don't have friends. Because sometimes, you know, when you talk to your friend, you just want to connect. But every time that these days I'm talking to my friend, it's like I'm interviewing them and I'm finding out like, what should we do? So I was kind of like interviewing her, and and she was telling me the story of this one guy that he was stabbed. He was stabbed on his stomach, and then all of his intestine was coming out, right? This guy was brought to the hospital. He went to the emergency room. Man, guess what? That guy, he stayed outside for like 2 hours. Because in that emergency room, like it was full, they couldn't bring him in. And the facilities that they need to use for him, there were a shortage of that, so they were using for other people. That guy, he stayed there for 2 hours. Do you know how much affection? This guy, he fell down and a lot of blood was inside the room. She was telling me that it's a miracle that that guy didn't die. It was a miracle. That a doctor is telling me that it was a miracle that guy didn't die. But you know what I see? I see a lot of, I don't know the opposite word of accountability. What is the opposite word of accountability? I can't think. Anyways, the opposite word of accountability. Yeah. Great speaker, my brother.
English just went to England, no?
English is not our language, right?
Yeah,
this is why we're But what I see, guys, getting back to the point, what I see, man, I see a lot of laziness. I see a lot of I don't know how I can say accountability. Yeah, I can't say that. But man, this guy, so imagine how many cases like that people are dying. How many cases of that people are dying every single day? You will never find something like that there outside. You will never find it. Yeah, irresponsibility. Exactly, irresponsibility. You will never find something like that outside there. You will never find it. You'll never see that. Man, I've been there. I didn't see it. But people are dying like that. So what can we do? Us as One Africa, we need to support. We need to do something about it. We need to have love in action. We need to be selfless. You can't, man, I want to say this again, man. I don't know how can you live in peace, sleeping at night in your comfortable house, cozy bed, while you know that there are my brothers and sisters out there. First of all, they don't have the same thing that I have. They don't even have a meal what I'm having right now. They don't have that. So while you're complaining that, oh man, this meal, I mean, there's too much salt in here. Someone just wish to have that salt, to eat salt for food. We need to be, this Africa, we are better. We are better than the way things are right now. This is how we can love our neighbors. This is how we can be one with one another, taking each other's issues like your own, carrying it on your shoulder. Be like, you know what, we got you. Right? You guys, you had a war. There's a lot of negative things that's happened. We got you. We're gonna stand with you. Even if we have $500, guys, $500, all of us, one Africa, forum, we will give to them. It will do something. It's something than not doing anything. It will feed somebody there in Madagascar. That is love in action. That is movement in action. Because we are reaching out to those people those people who are down there. We want to lift them up. And I'm telling you, if we do stuff like this, even when we go to the government and demand some stuff, they will listen to us. Because we don't just talk, but like, look at this is what we're trying to do. And you are government, why you're not doing it? It's on us. So guys, please come and share yourself about love in action. It's very important. And even our brothers and sisters in the comment section, let's try to, talk about the topic. Because sometimes it feels weird that we're talking about this and then in the comment section they're talking about that. It's like we have like two different conversations here and there. No, we need to engage with one another. So please, if you are going there, make sure that you come back in the topic and let's talk about what we are talking here. Whatever topic you have there, we'll talk about tomorrow, we'll talk about other day. So let's try to be that. That also is a sign of discipline. Somebody told me this. He said, do you know what is your problem? He said, your problem is discipline. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say that this is the year of brutally honest. Discipline, it cost us. It cost us a lot. We don't have discipline. Discipline of work, discipline of time, and we even say that this is African time. African time, who told you this is African time? Don't generalize everything. Tell this is my time. We say this is African time. We agree to meet at 9 and we meet at 10 and we say this is African time. No, this is not African time. That is your time. That 1 hour, how many lives has been changed? That 1 hour, how many money have been made just within a single hour? It's a lot of things. A lot of struggle that we do have. We do have. I'm saying we do have, not you have. We do have is discipline. And we need that. Anyways.
His Excellency, I think much has been said, and I'd love to allow Mwendatezi to just join us. I know he had a lot of stuff that yesterday that he kind of had to be interrupted now and then with questions from Niger.
Yeah.
But Mwendatezi, welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Ezra.
Come on, brother.
welcome, Mwendatezi.
Yeah. I have to agree here with my brother, His Excellency Mika. When you going to an African public hospital, you can witness some very grotesque scenes. The other day, maybe a few years ago, a poor lady gave birth on the floor of the reception because the nurses were held up. Things like this they don't happen anywhere else. We have become desensitized. We have desensitized. To ourselves. We have become desensitized to our lives. Even the other day we were complaining as Kenyans, and I think even just Africans, that even when the Western media, when they show maybe an attack in Africa, they show complete with the dead bodies of black bodies. They show black bodies, but when maybe there is an attack, maybe in America or something, they don't show the bodies. They don't show, but it is easy for them to show African bodies dead on the floor or something. So there is a lot of desensitization to ourselves and our lives. We do not see ourselves we almost see ourselves as cattle. So I feel like, yeah, that maybe we should also sensitize ourselves. We should also look at ourselves and value ourselves as human beings. That we should not be allowed. It should not be okay to see ourselves suffer, and we should not be used to it. We should not. We should. It should be surprising the way you will be when you see a poor white person. You get surprised. We should also be surprised when we see a poor black person.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So in this issue of Madagascar, like I said, you see how silent it is. You see how it is like as if it is normal. Yet you have seen, I was so surprised that it's not no big deal, but people are dying in silence, starving in silence, complete silence, media silence. And it was really unnerving that, it's just normal, just Africans dying, who at Africans starving. That's not even news now. And I feel like also we should put it we should also put the governments. And I understand that even when you say that even $500 to raise that much money and just help one or two people, but $500, I've actually looked into that issue that was happening in Madagascar, and they're and a lot of these things can be solved if we just planning, because also we have to accept that drought is not new to Africa. It's almost even seasonal. It's almost expected. So just a bit of planning, and we can save ourselves some lot of lives and a lot of unnecessary death. But I don't know, I don't understand, and you will find that these leaders of ours, these presidents, and they know every year that there's a drought. They know. It's not like as if they are not aware. And that was a very, and I know we were, and I know I was arguing in the WhatsApp group that time, but it was just unnerving that the way of how can somebody just sleep, leave alone us who are trying to even raise maybe that $500. The person on top, that this year a couple of millions of my citizens are going to be starving. And how do you sleep? Knowing that you can just plan for this, and so there's a lot of desensitization that we need. I don't know how, and maybe we should have a talk about this, and how do we sensitize African life? How do we become sensitive back? How we bring back sensitivity to African life? How do we get shocked? How do we because it's like that is how far we have reached now. That now we don't get even shocked to see a starving African. It doesn't even make news. That was a very crazy thing. And I don't know how I think we might need to discuss this. But but when it comes to maybe let's me talk about something tangible we can do with the Madagascar issue, because the issue in Madagascar is really just planning. These guys are not even planting well. They don't have proper farming practices. In fact, in some places in Madagascar, women are not even allowed to farm. So you can see how this famine can really hit them because of just old school archaic practices like that. How like not having women farming, women not allowed to own farms and stuff. And these are people who can contribute to the national basket in terms of food. So maybe that 500. So even the small money, I can suggest that instead of just buying physical food, maybe you can put probably maybe seeds, things like that. I think it can have a bigger, you can have a bigger long-term effect. That was what I was thinking, that things like seeds and things like just start from the, how you say it, you can teach you can give a person a fish, or you can teach somebody how to fish. That is the perspective I'm coming with. And I think that's just my contribution. Thank you.
Thank you, Mundatezi. Wow. Thank you for your contribution. I'll come back to you with regards to how we can do all these things. How can we plan around those things that you are proposing? I'll leave you for now to think about it, And I would love to welcome the chief here, the chief, the voice, the singer as well. His Excellency. He's not just the voice, but he's the singer as
Good
well.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night,
That's
everybody.
right. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Africa. All my brothers and sisters out there. I mean, it's kind of tight convo we're having right now. Very tight. So little time. In fact, that we know about Madagascar, and we talked about the V thing. We got to be very careful on the V thing. Some people would rather being quiet, not to say anything more because it becomes like conspiracy and all kind of theory that can
Yeah.
raise a lot of flags. And like I've seen some comments saying, "Hey, the next morning you don't have a job. You cannot make bread anymore." So while we're making bread, let's uh, this V is gonna take its course. Okay, I just want to say in general, it's gonna take its course. One point it becomes just like any other disease, and like it's a virus, and it's gonna take its course. I mean, we'll see mutation after mutation. I mean, this is what we see in the CDC or any other agents, healthcare. I mean, health organization. Um, just one of the things that I would say, we survived last year. Those of us that are survival, we survived it. And there's another cold issue that's coming in. Weather is breaking around. We got a lot of other. I mean, it's really warm to tell you honestly. In general, um, I had what 60, 70 degrees last Saturday, and it snowed on Monday. So we got weather issues, climate issues, and there's a lot of other sources that we need to really identify. But again, this platform just having this discussion versus on actively working on those things. It takes a lot of collaboration, a lot of understanding. Again, I don't know if you remember Joseph in the Bible. He predicted the 7 years of drought and 7 years of a good year. And they harvested and saved a lot for the next 7 years to survive the drought and the hunger and all that. So we have we know that Africa really the climate is changing. Rain are getting scarce. There's a lot of other things that have been involved. Why we got this chaotic weather and not having enough water. And if we have a rainy season, and how to collect that water. And the basic thing is communication. Okay, you cannot collect water just because you build a dam or whatever, you know what I mean? But there's different ways to channelize and have it saved. But it needs communication. If Madagascar is going to experience the same season having a drought and they didn't take advantage of irrigation or the climate itself, it keeps changing. One of the initiatives that is that as you take down trees, we lose a lot of part of our earth because it gets hotter. The planting trees was a great initiative in Ethiopia, where it's a high plateau. It's at 3,000 meters above the sea level, but still having those trees planted, and for the future, it will give you a better oxygen, and it will definitely has an effect of rains and all that. So if you leave it alone, it becomes you can convert it to desert. So we have a lot of things to do. There's a different ways of handling the weather issues and how we can channelize our waters, because we got waters, abundant water in Africa. Really, it's just the way we're going to share this water resource. Just like infrastructure, how about channelizing water? The excess water on some areas to another area. Uh, and in fact, if you abused the use of water, let's say if you are wasteful, you can build some kind of fine and all that. But this, we are a long way from putting this together, but at the same time, the immediate needs like Madagascar and everything else that happen when it comes to really drought and really starvation. We need to act immediately. I've been looking at different ways of raising funds and how we can get just clearly that the fund is going to go to the actual need of the region. And the same thing that goes in Ethiopia. You know, after this war, we're going to have to really recollect ourselves, heal the wound, and bury our deads, and at the same time to move on with that. But again, you know, the immediate things that we need to approach situation in Africa is going to be very delicate. And again, you know, I want to remind that this platform wants to be open for a long time. So we got to watch what we're saying, what we do when it comes to certain ways of terminating our channels. So I want everybody to understand we have to be very coherent of the situations that's going on in the world. And when it comes to our platforms, do not put it in danger because it's very important. This is a channel that really can communicate. We got a lot of stuff that needs to be done. So I just want to remind everybody, just be careful on what you say on any platform, actually. You just don't want to be a target. I know you're passionate. I know you want to get something done, but sometimes, you know, a slip of the tongue, you can massage it back. You know what I mean? But this is a slip in writing, so your writing has to be very correct on any platform. So our behavior will save us some time of achieving greatest things. That's what my advice is on this. So about Madagascar, I think we need to dig more and how to funnel through some of the fundings and equipment, whatever that may require. And one of the things that we look into is that since it's not in the media, is how much UN is reacting to it. And at the same time, they have a way of distributing. And for us, it's just to hit that channel and force them right now until we get, you know, people are dying. So until we get to the full understanding, we got to keep pushing in the media about the hunger and the starvation in Madagascar. So everybody can get busy on Twitters and on any media that you have. To start bombarding, to start writing. That'll be very effective. The media now, you know, it's a power. So let's use that power. Anybody that's on Twitter, uh, YouTubers, just keep on pushing to make the world aware about Madagascar. That's what I would say now.
Biggie, appreciate, brother. This is very important, you know, what you're saying, and I hope all of us will be very careful tomorrow, as we mentioned, Ariam. Yeah. Thank you so much, Biggie.
You're welcome, everybody. My brothers, sisters, you know, who's next? I want to hear.
As
Brooke is next, our
exactly.
lady for tonight. Brooke.
Oh, hi, Brooke.
Hi, Brooke. I don't remember last time I heard you, Brooke.
You're missing in action.
Yeah.
Hello.
Too bad. What's up, Brooke?
Hello, how are you guys doing?
We are
Oh,
good.
good.
We are good.
Good,
It's a beautiful
We
good.
day.
miss you. We miss
Oh,
you.
I miss you too. I heard your wife singing yesterday, and I'm like, you
Oh.
got a stuttering hands, man. Yeah, yeah,
That was the best gift. That was the best gift.
I know.
You got husband and wife singing yesterday.
Oh man.
That was nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I just wanted to add on, love in action. And I heard a story of this priest in Ethiopia. and I think the story deserves to be told. So I really want to tell you about that priest, because I think that's the best example of love in action. And this priest, he's from Ethiopian Orthodox Church, and the place where he was, it was under TPLF control for 5 months. And that priest, in that 5 months, there was no food supply. There was nothing. They were under TPLF control. And this guy, he gathered the richer people, the people who has money, and he borrowed money to feed the Muslim community. And that was just amazing. He's been feeding the people, the Muslim community, for 5 months, borrowing money from the richer people. And now the Ethiopian television put the story out, and so many people were touched by his story, and they open account for him, and money is flowing for him, because now they're not under control of TPLF anymore. So this is what I call love in action, So I'm very proud of my people, to be honest. Wherever we are, our story can be an example for so many countries or people. We always help each other, even living outside of the country. Our community is very strong. We're connected. We help each other. It's just amazing. So I'm very proud of my people. So I just want to, tell you this story. And another story here in America. This happened in Austin, Texas.
Brooke, are you still with us?
I'm pretty sure. We lost
I
her.
think Brooke, when she comes back, we'll let her finish her opinion, her comment.
But His
Achu,
Excellence, that was really powerful. That was really powerful love in action example. Like that, His Excellence, that's something huge. That's crazy. It's good.
I think maybe
That's how
we
it
should
should
get
be.
a clip. I think we should maybe ask for a clip. Maybe Uncle Kuri has a clip, or even Brooke. Maybe can share the clip of this story, if possible. We can get it and maybe just watch it as well, just to get inspiration.
Exactly.
So,
Oh man.
so
I see
I'll
our.
give.
So I'm sorry. Keep going.
Sorry about that. I see. Achu, brother from I think South Sudan, and I see also Asna Ketch. She's been asking to be here. I hope she'll be here for long and more. But for now, I'll give Achu the platform.
Thank you, Ezra. And hi, all brothers and sisters.
Hello.
I'm sorry, I came in late. I was sleeping, didn't sleep last night, and that's why I came in late. I just got a tip. Okay, yesterday I came in also late because I work at night, and sometimes not sometimes lately because the program starts at the time that I'm sleeping, and sometimes I have to wake up and then go back to sleep.
Yeah.
This crisis that you guys brought up yesterday and also today about our people dying in Madagascar, and hurt a bit when I joined in that that we planning to help the little we could. That's good, but did we did some of us maybe find out if at all if we contributed that little that we could? Would it, how would we guarantee that it will go to the right place or to the target audience? Well, I mean group.
You asking who
Yes.
like if when we contribute there in for example in Madagascar, who's going to receive all these things? Is that
Yes. So yes, so that it goes to the right people. To the right people. It may not be enough, but at least if it reaches even if 10 people that are affected the most, it will. Yeah, it will be a good thing because always when things come, it may not reach the people that are targeted sometimes, and if it does, maybe a tiny bit.
Yeah. For that, I can respond to that. So right now, as I'm saying, I reached out to 2 Madagascan people and to have conversation with them and possibly to I welcome them here to have a conversation about Madagascar. And then from that point forward, we'll know what we're gonna do. That's definitely something that is in the consideration. Our target or our hope is to see that whatever we do, then it impact people. Like I was even thinking that, man, if I had an opportunity, if I was not going to Ethiopia, I would have gone there, direct myself, going all the way there to go to the people that are affected, and then present whatever that we have. So that basically that what we'll be doing in the future, because we need to make sure that those people we get enough information from the local people from that area, right? We get everything as much as we can, and we stay in touch and we contact those people. And if we have ability, then we go all the way there to make sure that those people receive, what we are bringing it to them. But if we cannot go there, then, we'll make sure that this stuff, they're going to exactly people that, they
Are affected.
are affected with that. Yeah, no worries about that. Even me myself, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be like, okay, just a lot of people are raising something for some place, and then you just give it to maybe this organization and you don't even know how it's been done. No, we are organization on ourselves, and we have to make sure that we find a way to actually reach to these people, whether it's 1 or 2 or 3, reach direct to them. And that's what we'll do. It will cost a lot, and it will be a lot of stuff, but we're gonna do it. As I said at the beginning, sometimes we have to be uncomfortable for someone there to feel comfortable. We have to risk our comfortableness. We have to let go of that sometimes for someone else there to be comfortable, for a little kid to be comfortable, people who are struggling right now. And me personally, I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to be uncomfortable for my people. And I know you guys, you're willing too. We have a lot of people here, and that's what we've been trying to do.
Okay, Mika, to add on onto this, I was looking at different platform, different things for this
Yes.
for the Madagascar area. We, the people here on this panel, commentators, I want you all to dig in on anybody that works in this drought issue. I want to give you guys an assignment. I think we can all Google, we can all communicate, and let's come up with some names where we can say, okay, this is a good one, this is not, because together we can tackle this thing. So we got this platform. So I'm giving you all an assignment. Dig in on some association and start doing some research. I do my research on my end, and we collectively bring in some of this information, and we can decide where we can send our money. I think that's the fastest way that we can all focus that direction. I'll come up a couple names,
Definitely.
and everybody else comes with a couple names, and when
Yeah.
we cross-reference it, that's when we know we got a good target. So let's act upon it.
Definitely. I always enjoy when I see people's face. Thank you, Biggie, for that. I think that is very solid. And just to point on that, just yesterday, I just went to my Instagram and I asked people, I say, hey guys, anybody knows anyone from Madagascar, please connect me with them. We need to do something about this and this and this. And I got 2 people just through that. Some people, they DM me, they're like, yeah, I have my friend is from this and this and that. So this, what Biggie is saying, is something that we need to go ahead and do it. Do some research, and if you find something, share with us in oneafricaofficial@gmail.com.
Yes.
Did you get answered there?
Yes, I had it answered. Yeah, thank you. Addis Ababa, of course, is is a United Nations of Africa. There's I believe that all the embassies should be in Addis Ababa, all the African embassies. Is there any Madagascar embassy in Addis?
That's a good point.
Yes, there is. It should be.
Okay. If there is, why can't we reach out, or can why can someone reach out from our group and try to talk to them? Why is it that this horrible thing is happening, and no, and they're not talking about it to their own African brothers?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Even me myself, I think I'll find out here in Tanzania if they have embassy in Madagascar, and I'll visit them to ask if there's a Madagascar embassy here. I will go to find some information. That's a good
There you
idea.
go. That's how we work. This is the collective mind in action. This is
Exactly.
excellent. Let's go and hit those embassies and find out.
Good.
In fact, I'm in the US, and I still can go to DC and find out more.
Oh,
That's a
and
good
actually,
idea. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And sometimes, we're so tunneled in one thing, we don't have all these ideas. That's why we got this panel. This is the panel that's gonna do action. Thank you so much, really.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I just found out that they have embassy in Tanzania, so I will go there. I'll make my way. Yes.
Everybody hit the embassy.
Everybody hit the embassy. Yeah.
They're gonna say, "What's wrong with this?" One Africa people come and asking all this question. You know what I mean? We're here to help. We're here to
tell
help.
them that you want Africa.
That's right. That's right. We're looking for it.
And maybe they would be, no matter how little our help might be, they would be the right people to point out to where and who the targeted help would be sent to. And also, when our sister was talking about the kindness in action of that Orthodox priest that helped the Muslim. First, before we are Muslim, Christians, and non-believers, we are human brothers. And this is what we all should really do, regardless of all the religion levels that we might put ourselves, or all the ethnical, all the tribal, all these titles. We humans, and we are supposed, if we believe, being it in the religious side or scientific side, that we all came from one root, one mother and one father a long time ago, except that the environment adaptation and once we multiply and we start scattered around in the world, that we have all these shapes and changes, being it in high colors of our skins and the languages we speak. We want people. And so if we were all to act like that priest, our world would be a better place. And he was doing the human thing, the true human thing. Because to be a human is to love one another. That's the true humanity that he did.
Thank you, Achul, for your contribution. And I know Africana has been talking so much about Madagascar. I know Mo was here first and Josie, but I just want to hear Africana because he's been throwing a lot of info there about Madagascar. So Africana, welcome, brother.
Yeah, that's good.
Africana, and can you unmute yourself?
And unmute yourself, Africana. You are still muted. Okay, now you're good.
Yeah, okay, you can hear me now?
Yes, it's good to see you.
Kwanza wacha niwapashe na salamu kutoka hapa jijini New York. Habari wana majumui wa Afrika.
Asante sana.
Sijui kama kuna wengi wa kunielewa, ningependa kutumia Kiswahili kwa sababu ni lugha ya Kiafrika na mimi ni mwana majumui wa Afrika. Lakini kwa ajili kuna wengine wenye wajui Kiswahili, wacha nitumie Kiingereza tu.
Asante sana.
Okay, my name's Mwanamachumui Africana. Some people tend to call it Africana, but I'm Africana. Okay, well, I know I might be a little bit of the topic of discussion, but I want to focus on Madagascar. The issue with Madagascar needs enormous amount of attention. And the biggest problem we have in Africa, and not just in Africa, among Black people all over the world, is that we have this tendency to stay and wait, thinking that someone else will come and bring a solution to us. In my opinion, Madagascar has been having this problem for over 2 years. These areas that are affected haven't received rain for at least almost like 4 years. The government of Madagascar is very much aware. The African Union is very much aware. But the issue is that the leadership cannot step up to find a solution to that. Now, as we talk right now, the immediate thing that people in Madagascar, in those affected areas, that need is food. So how can we figure out how to get the food to them? I know it is very hard just to send, okay, there's a lot of people that are willing to donate the money. But the question is that, where do you send the money to and whom are you sending that money to? Then if that money is being sent, is it going to be utilized? Or it's going to be another scenario like what they had in Haiti, where we contributed so much money in the United States here, but it ended up not helping the people. It never got to the people. And those people that were involved in the collection of all these monies, they ended up squandering money. So in my own assessment, in terms of like the way I see it, I wish we had a media organization, let's say like the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation or the South African Broadcasting Corporation or the Nigerian one or Senegal. One of these media organization that is not controlled by the Musungus should step up, and we can contribute a resource through the media, through that media, so that it can source food for them locally and provide an immediate situation. But the long-term solution is that, but there is a speaker that was talking about the issue of water in Africa. We have enormous amount of water that goes out to waste in Africa. A few years back, if you can remember, in Mozambique, Zambia, Malawi areas, we had a lot of floods that affected people. You look at countries like like even Kenya. Sometimes they always say, okay, they don't have enough water, but it gets to a particular time, like during the rain season, we have so much money that gets wasted into the Lake Victoria. Then eventually the Red Sea and find itself in the oceans over there. You look at the rivers like Gambia, the Congo River. In fact, Congo River alone has enough water to supply for farming, domestic and municipal consumption in Africa. So the excuse of water should not even be there. We should not even talk about that. What we need to do is put in place infrastructure. And apparently, unfortunately, we have so many African engineers that can collect water, supply to the farms, to cities for consumption. I look at myself with my background in civil engineering. I'm a groundwater hydrologist. Of course, I've dealt with other like water supply engineering or water resource engineering. We have a plenty of water, but it goes to waste. So how come we cannot get ourselves to build huge reservoirs or get some waters from the aquifers and get to supply to areas that are needed? Now, this is a problem about leadership. Unfortunately, it is that we elect people to get to offices. But once they get to the offices, they forget to realize that they are there for the national good. They are supposed to solve African problems. They are more interested in running around the world to borrow loans, to take a percentage of it, the money that sometimes you just get to see that, okay, the country has so much debt. It has borrowed so much, but they cannot even account where that money was spent. Mm-hmm. In fact, I applaud President Magufuli so much. I know he passed. Yeah. He's one person that focused on what he has. What's the need of continuously borrowing money when you can generate money from within? Why do you want to be indebted when you don't have to be? You guys are not, I don't know how many of you are from the Southern African areas, East Africa, or whatever, or whoever is on this platform. The thing, in almost every in Africa, and I have traveled almost to all countries in Africa. In almost every country you gonna go to, you find at one time they have plenty of food. The food is costing almost, and majority of it goes to waste. But as we are speaking about this problem in Madagascar, I know there are so many countries in Africa where the food is rotting in stores, in the farms, and it has no markets. Like even the other day, I was reading about an article in Kenya where people cannot even sell avocados. They produce so many avocados, they're being thrown out. It's like, why can't we figure out how, I know we can collect, distribute these places to the areas that are needed. And like I said earlier on, our problem has been the leadership. These leaders that we elect are not working for the interests of the Africans. Any questions?
I love that. Africana, thank you, man.
You're welcome. Does anyone have any question in terms of, okay, another thing probably I would like to add, the AU Commission Chair, Musa Faki, and let me say the name. There's one speaker that says that you better be careful. Yes, I'm gonna say in my mind, I would rather die than just sit and be on my knees for the rest of the time. I would rather be a lion for one day than staying like a hyena for all my life. Musa Faki must be removed from the AU chairship. The issue has been going on in Ethiopia. Who has ever heard Musa Faki, the chairman of the African Union, making any comment? What is given is that the other time when the election came up, us from the United States in the diaspora and some other people in Africa, we wanted to see if we could elect, have Dr. Arikana Kwao to be the chairperson to run for that seat. People like Patrice Lumumba. Then there is this also candidate from Ghana. Unfortunately, the African heads of state played the games around and ended up renewing the leadership of this guy that is so ineffective. Why would you have an African chairperson with the problem that has been going in Ethiopia from the Tigray region, not making a comment? Whom is he working for? Why should we have him? To me, if it is an issue with France, I know Moussa Faki is from Chad, but if it's anything to do with France, Moussa Faki will be in Paris the next day or in a few minutes. He's being controlled from us. Why should we have a puppet? This is the time where you African youth, I know I'm like in getting to upper 50s and stuff like that, but the African youth must have got to rise. Wherever you are, you must stand up. We have got to replace the leadership. Through thick or crook, we have to change it. It is not even saying we have to change our mindset and other things. No, the African youth have got a mindset. They know what they want, but unfortunately, the leadership is always trying to prevent them. Stop being told that you are the leader of tomorrow. No, you are the leaders of today, and we have got to change Africa today.
Wow.
Okay, go ahead. If any person has got a question, is more than welcome to raise it.
Can I put in just okay, go ahead.
Hello. Okay, let me ask my question. You talked about the irrigation in Madagascar. You talked about irrigation setting that Madagascar really just needs a proper irrigation system, and maybe it can solve a huge chunk of this problem. And I was asking because even Eritrea, they have established. I was talking about this yesterday with the Honorable Ezra, that Eritrea had actually even established an irrigation system. And now they are food secure, and I don't think they have even their lands are not as fertile as maybe even Madagascar, but they have achieved this through maybe harvesting of rainwater and setting up a proper irrigation system, so that now they're growing foods. Maybe even countries like Egypt, who only have one source of water called the Nile. I know yesterday Biggie said that maybe they are not fully efficient, but they are still exporting food with that one source of water they have. So I was asking, is this the solution to Madagascar? And maybe if you can even expound on it, how you can go about it, us as people in this panel, and with our contribution, if it can even be more effective. Instead of, I know the immediate issue is providing immediate food, but if we were to contribute and come up with funds, can we as civilians, not people in government, just us here as youth who come up with these funds, can we set up, or can we be able to set up such a system in Madagascar? And how do we go about it?
You're still on mute. Mwavi, you're on mute. We cannot hear you. Unmute. Can you hear me? We cannot hear you. You got to unmute.
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Yes. I know the last guy that raised the question, he asked one question, but it's actually one question that encompasses almost like 10 questions. First of all, I'm going to try address a few of them on the periphery. First of all, the issue with Madagascar. Before you started hearing of this hunger and starvation and lack of production or enough food for the people, like probably 5 or 6 years ago, we never used to hear of that. Most of those people are very hardworking and they're involved into grain production in addition to keeping livestock. But with the advent of lack of receiving rainfall in that area, that section, it is when the farmers started to lose their stock. I know there is one of the callers that called from Kenya and spoke to something. The situation in Madagascar, you can very much relate. Unfortunately, my background is from, original from Kenya anyway. But I've been in the US for almost 5 years. Yes, the situation in Madagascar is like the one we have in northeastern Kenya, those Marsabit areas, especially the counties of Marsabit, Garissa, and others. At one time, they can get a lot of rainfall that goes to west. But then other times, they hardly get anything. But when I looked at the papers, I decided to take some time and try to understand what's going on, given the fact that I'm always, by profession, I'm water resource supply engineering. I'm like, let me try to understand what the problem is over here. You look at this area, even right now as we talk, they say there's no water. There's still water. They have the aquifer system. There's water stored in the aquifer system. I don't know if you know what an aquifer is. An aquifer is basically like a storage of water. You might not see it on the surface like the way you look at the dam, but it's underground. And that's the same kind of water system that even Egypt have. Egypt doesn't, you should not just say like Egypt has got only one source of water, which is the River Nile. I know you guys from Ethiopia and Sudan, you have been having this issue about it now. But Egypt has a lot of water resources from the aquifer system in the desert. So the aquifers in that area of Madagascar can also supply the water up. So what should have been done to begin with, when they realize that this area don't get adequate rainfall, what they should have done with is to dig all these the deep wells that can bring water to the ground and supply it to the farmers in one form or another, so that people have access to water and they can use that water for education. The other issue they have been having is that initially they had some poor farming methods where they could go burn up the bushes and whatever. It kind of affected the vegetation cover. So the government policy should be, as they try to supply the food and try to also supply this water to the people for farming, but they should engage themselves in the reforestation program. If they start planting trees, so that eventually down the road in the next 5 to 10 years, we have some vegetation cover, that will contribute in terms of bringing relief rainfall in that particular part of the country. And they won't rely so much on donations, taking some loans from somewhere to feed the people. The people will produce the food to feed themselves. So, and like I pointed out, the problem of most of our leaders has been lack of foresight, sitting down and planning 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now. I don't know if I addressed your question.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. But I don't know if I'm allowed to ask another question or.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. You're welcome.
No, please.
Keep that question for another time. I think we will derail more out, and there's still other guys that we need to give a chance as well. Mo has been here as well, waiting, and Josie. I would love to give Mo a chance to.
And Achwil Ajak.
Hey, good afternoon, my brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon, Mo.
Good evening. Good evening. Good
Okay.
morning. Some of
Okay,
us
good evening.
morning.
Sorry. Good evening.
Let's try, guys, to manage time as well so that we may have everybody speak. We have Achwil still, and we have Josie, and then Brooke also didn't finish, so we're gonna give her a chance as well.
Okay, I will try explain as possible I can fast. I know I have English problem, but you will understand me.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Thank you so much to give me a chance. I know the topic I brought is maybe it will be take you another mood, but I will. This is only my option as labor worker. I don't have any other medias to access. Just click this link and talk to my African brothers and what's going on in my country. Of course, most of the problem you guys know that's in Ethiopia, but everyone is know about North war. That's TPLF attack Ethiopians and Ethiopian military. That's now we're going the Ethiopian trying to push. But since before the war start, I know I've been speaking from a lot of YouTubers, but I know it is boring. Since the last 4 years in a silent genocide, which is even Westerners ignore, Ethiopians ignore, Africans, maybe some of them, they don't have any information. So right now we are talking the Amara genocide in Oromia region. People just looting and they put on a grass house and firing. But when you tell for everybody, everyone is just ignored you. No one is listen. This maybe don't trust me, but investigate after information. And then, Makia, now you have a lot of people know about you. After investigate you by your own way, and then be voice for voiceless. People, it's been 4 years. They just been looting, killing. And it's a lot of things going on that region. Maybe because the Ethiopian government can't handle that because it is a war. Also, the Amhara region is fighting against TPLF. We can't help them to go to Oromia region. Maybe if African Union has something, a solution. We don't need any other European or United Nations to come that messed up our country. But if any African thing, because we've been speaking, even some of the, even it's unsolved. Just every week, every day we count, oh, how many people die? Today, 200 people. Today, 300 people. But no one is to speak about these farmers. This is, which is attacking the Oromo, it is a rebel, which is collaborating with TPLF. Of course, this supporting by Ethiopian government.
More. I'm sorry to cut you out, but I'm gonna need to cut you. Would you mind to, to try to stick with the topic that we are talking today? Because what you're saying, I know it's very important, but I think everything has a place and has a time as well. It's very important what you're saying, so I don't want you to feel bad that I'm catching you out, but I just want us to focus on what we're talking today. All right, that's good.
Mr. Mika, can you tell him which day we can talk about it, because it's very important. The fact that he brought it up, it has those that are dying are also our brothers and sisters.
Yes,
can you bring? I know it's sensitive, but if we don't talk about sensitive things, then our people would be dying.
We always talk about this stuff, but there will be a time we'll talk about it, and I can't say for now when we're gonna talk about it.
There's one thing, Mika.
You just need to come every single day at 9 p.m. and maybe one time we'll talk about it.
Mika, I just want to make sure that everybody understands. We try to move topics. Yes, we can talk about anything, but we're trying to concentrate on topics that comes in per day, because now there's a lot of things that is happening in Ethiopia, and there'll be a whole discussion about the war, where we stand, the people that are going back home. It's like a big exodus. There's a lot of information that I really want to have a day where we all can talk about this, because the move in Ethiopia is really, really, really important for Africa. So don't. I hope Mo doesn't take it as an offense. Sorry, we just had other topics that we were putting together. But believe me, there's a lot of things happening in Ethiopia, and that's
Yeah.
in fact we wanted Mika this time to be on the ground and cover that whole thing. Unfortunately, Mika got sick, so bear with what's happening, because Mika is going to be on the ground eventually covering it even end to end. So
Yeah.
don't forget that. It's nothing that we don't want to cover, but there's a lot of things
Yeah.
happening. Very fluid.
Thank you so much, Biggie, for what you said. And mind you guys that I'm going there. I'll be there for 1 month, and for the entire 1 month, what you will see here, every single day, it will be about things that are happening in Ethiopia, and I'll go everywhere. We have action plan for that, so we're gonna have that time. We're gonna talk about that all the time for 1 month. So I hope that is clear as well right now.
Thank you, Biggie. Thank you, His Excellency. I just want to give Josie, teacher Josie, our teacher. Is a teacher by profession. It's not just a title. But Josie, welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, welcome, Josie.
Oh, thank you. I was checking things here around. Uh, anyway, miss you, dear all families. Miss you really, because I wasn't taking part yesterday on our yesterday's meeting because of personal issues. Anyway, I've arrived even though late on our today's meeting. Uh, yes, this is a formal meeting. I see as a formal meeting, as a business, not as something done for fantasy or for entertainment. And so I came late, but I've got the issue of discussion on a platform as well. I tried to have a look at some comments uh, on the super chat, and I got a warning, some sort of warning from somewhere else. So I want to talk on these two issues right now. As far as, let me begin from love in action. So when you say no, peace in action has to mean if we want to seek for peace in action, most people say they want to have peace on the planet, on their country, and elsewhere. They tell if you ask anyone, they tell you that they want peace elsewhere in the world. But how many of people in this world, or how many of us are ready to devote our time, our efforts, our skills, and other resources for it matters? That is what matters. The extent to which we commit ourselves to devote whatever is needed to our level, to our capacity matters. You can take a good example. I'm afraid to raise once and again Ethiopia, because I'm granted Ethiopia. from God. That is how I see, and my life experiences are a bit with a wide horizon in Ethiopia. That is why I raise. You can see that. How many of them, how many of us committed, participated in no more incident, you know? How many of us took part in action by making voice, by becoming voice to the voiceless? That is what matters. And that is what means for me peace in action. Peace in action is not just taking care or worrying about one's own or one's own country's peace, but also, as it is there in our motto, watching out whether our neighbors are at peace is what means for me peace in action. Regarding unity, unity in action is not just mere unity for celebrating victories, for celebrating good things, for celebrating achievements. The real unity is displayed in dealing with challenge together, in dealing with tasting or feeling the pains we undergo to achieve victories or achievements. That is what matters, and that is we call unity when commitment is there, participation is there in both good things and challenge too. The third thing you raised is love in action, and much was said, but let me add a little word. Instead of saying, oh, pity, that man is poor, he is in dark, better is to share a candle with that person. Instead of saying, oh, pity, that boy, that Mr. X is hungry, it's better to share a slice of bread with that person. That is how I feel love in action. Not mere I love you, I love my country, I love my continent, I love Africa, but sharing what you have, what you can, at least your voice, for which you pay nothing. You know, some are seen, let alone sharing what they have, what they can, let alone saying, I'm sorry. They try to blow off the candle, their neighbor's candle, others' candle. So there was a writer who said, never blow off others' candles, for it doesn't make yours brighter. No, it's good for candles to make a high intensity of light when they become, or when they lit together. When they lit. So when candles are decreases, but they don't know this, I think. And so let them know. As far as the warning is concerned, this issue is concerned with the warning too. Who are they to warn us not to talk about our homeland, not to talk about our private issue, not to preach peace, not to preach unity for mankind, not to preach love. Who are they? What a demonic attitude is that? That's my attitude. I don't know how others see. And so I want to tell something to them. They should know lions will never stop their journey because they hear dogs shouting. Again, lions do not shout back to dogs because they have a long journey ahead of them. And the same is true with one African children. We don't have time to shout on the problems, on challenge, because we have a long journey to walk. We have a goal. We have another business. It's not our business to shout on the challenges, on their assignments. Because we know it is not hidden from us that when One Africa movement is begun, it's not hidden that there could be challenge, there could be hardship, but we trusted firstly God, because God will be with us as we have truth, as we preach peace, as we preach love to mankind. Second, we trusted, we devoted, we trusted and determined to make whatever commitment is needed to deal with problems. We trusted our unity. That is what we trusted. Next to God, you have unity, you have collective efforts, and so nothing, and no problem will be beyond our capacity, having these all weapons. I call them weapons. And you can say power maker. And so this is what is needed to be told. We should tell them of like this. And this is shown practically so far. Elsewhere in the world, during the movement of No More, they have seen the power. It is not mere preaching. It's not hollow talk. It is a practically seen wisdom, and they should know that. And so that is what I want to say for today. And I hope I'm not out of our context. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Josie. You kept it to the topic, clear, to the point, and nice and sweet. I would love to give Brooke a chance to finish her thoughts, because she was still talking and then she got disconnected. Brooke?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I really apologize. I have a younger sister keep calling me. Sorry about that.
Family
No
issues.
problem.
No worries.
I'm back. So, yeah.
Brooke, did you send her money? Maybe she's looking for the bread. Did you send her bread?
No, she knows that I'm off today. So, yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. You can continue.
No problem. Yeah, so I was just telling you the story because, we have so many stories that encourage us to do the same. So if the priest can do that without having nothing on his hands, how many things we can do if we really join hands, we can do a lot of things. So another story that happened here in America, it's Austin, Texas. This woman, she gave her gold necklace that she kept for generation She said, this is all I have, just put it on auction, and whatever money you get, and just, give it to the people who's displaced, who's lost their life, their family's life, So they put that gold necklace on auction. So in that auction, there were religious leaders who was participating in the auction. And finally, they gathered like $50,000 because of that necklace, right? So those religious leaders are Orthodox priest, an evangelical leader, and the Muslim community leader. They were participating together, and they finally won the gold. The religious leaders won the gold. And guess what they did? They called the lady and they gave her back the gold. This is like love in action. This is what I call, this is a huge example. So finally she got the gold back. But guess what? $50,000 was gathered because of the gold. So, we have these beautiful stories to be told, so that, we are encouraged by them and, to do the same. Yeah, I just want to really tell this story, and I really want you guys, I want to know what you guys think about it.
Wow. I think that's one of the examples that you made. It just shows love in action, and that people can also unite from different belief backgrounds. As you said, that it took I think from the Muslim community, from the Christian community coming together and even assisting as well, and also showing the selflessness, somebody being not being selfish, and in the midst of war and stuff, the priest that gathered money for the people. So this is just one of those things that we need, love in action, and those are the things that also bring peace amongst people from different belief systems. What they did, it showed that people from different belief systems can come in peace for the common cause and for the common good of society.
Absolutely. So, and when we talk about unity, and it doesn't matter which political party you are or which God you worship, it doesn't matter. Being human is enough, when I talk about that priest, he didn't say, I'm not going to help because they're from Muslim community. For him, being human, it was enough. They're human, they need to eat. That was enough for him. So we don't really, love doesn't need reason. You don't need a reason to love someone. We still can help each other. As a country, 1 million Ethiopian was invited to come to the country, the diaspora. Guess what? That surpasses the number right now, even before January 7. This is unity. When you unite, you're going to be strong. You can't beat anything. So the governments come and go, but the people in the country will stay forever, So, but we have to be united to help each other. We will be, as a diaspora community here, in 2 months, we'll be able to gather over like $5 million right now for the people in need for the country, So this is love. This is love in action. We don't only talk, but we're really in action doing something. So this can be an example for so many, because they don't like the government. They just gave up on the country, gave up on the people. We shouldn't do that. We really have to help each other. So yeah, I just want to tell this story so that can be, an example for the people.
All right. Appreciate, Brooke. We have Anjul Ajak. I'm sorry, you've been waiting for a very long time, Anjul. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting.
Well, I did talk already. What I was going to say was about in some parts of Africa, sometimes there's food that is wasted. And one of our problems is that we are not connected. So infrastructure, it should also be one of the things as One Africa. For us to be one, we have to be connected. And if there is that connection, the food that is wasted, that goes to a waste in Kenya or in Tanzania or in some parts of Ethiopia, would be transported easily to places where people will benefit, and also the producers will benefit, and our people within the continent would also benefit from that food that goes to waste. So we need infrastructure in Africa, roads, and that would have been assist in the rapid development of the African continent. It may be a little bit harder for the connect. We cannot make roads from the mainland to Madagascar, but if there is that connection, even by the ocean, things could be transported as well. So connection is needed across Africa, from east to west, north to south.
Yeah. Appreciate that. I want to give a chance to Africana again. Africana, your final thoughts.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Oh, but Africana, you're muted now. You mute yourself.
Probably.
Okay, you're good now.
Yeah, probably I'm going to give a little bit of the genesis of how we have followed, and then how we have also been swayed all along the way. Going back in history, I know majority of our people haven't paid so much attention to history. But here's the thing. When you look at Pan-Africanism, and the solution to most of our African problems lies within Pan-Africanism. It is my strongest conviction, and I follow the philosophy of Marcus Garvey, that the respect to any Black person, any African person in this world is grounded in Africa. And that was the reasons to why people like William Stanley of Trinidad Tobago in the 1800s started to organize for the Pan-African movement. Later on in the 1890-something and beyond, people like Marcus Garvey, after being born, then gave him another 20 years, they strongly jumped on board. And we say much thanks to William Stanley of Trinidad. Then he got propelled by Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Okay, he's an African that was born in the Caribbean. For those who have been in Jamaica, he's originally from Jamaica, then he found his way out through Latin America and then to the United States. I've got a little bit of history on him. I've been at his house where he was born. But here's the thing. The issues that we have in Africa basically goes down to education. We have to get rid of colonial education in Africa. My belief and my hope is that I hope Africans one day can start teaching their people in their own language. We can use languages like Swahili. I know Swahili now is much more like the lingua franca of Africa. It is a very unifying language. Why I say it is a unifying language is that from my traveling, I've been in a lot of African countries, in the south, in the east, in the west, Nigeria, Ghana, in North Africa. At least when you look at the language, it takes so many words from other languages. In fact, you'll be surprised that there's a lot of Hausa words also in Swahili. When you go to southern Cameroon, and most of the Cameroonian people anyway, for your information, those that do not understand the history, most of the Pandus came from southern Cameroon, and then others, of course, from Egypt. You're gonna realize there's so many words in Swahili, and those who do not understand how the word Swahili came in place to begin with, there is always this confusion that people say it just popped up. Swahili originally is from the Kemet. It's a Kemet language that was later on associated with the Kingosi. In fact, before 1929, Swahili was being referred to as Kingosi. And Kingosi is just not one language. It is a composition of 22 I can say probably tribal or clan-based languages. Those people who are from East Africa, when I say Kiswahili, then you find that, okay, we have got this Kiswahili ya Ukunja, Swahili from Ukunja, from Lamu, from Panjui in Somalia, and then all the way down. But the bottom line is that let's reform our education system. To the youth that are on this platform and those that probably have got some kind of connection, get the word out there, so that we pressurize to get rid of these colonial languages. In the words of Malcolm X, he was an American activist who got assassinated down the road. It is only a fool that can let his kids be taught by his enemy. So we cannot continuously use colonial languages to shape Africa. We're gonna be impacted. So what we should come out of this is that as far as we are talking about the problems in Madagascar, in Eritrea, in other areas of Africa, here's the thing. Let's emphasize on the language. The language will help bring our heritage, our culture, and our modes of operation. A language is a very key thing. It controls a lot. And like I pointed out, the Kiswahili language will help transform that. There is this gentleman from Tanzania, and you know how Kiswahili has contributed to the unity of people in Tanzania. Most people don't realize that Tanzania has got almost 102 tribes, but the language has bonded them together. Now, when you go to areas, to other countries like Ethiopia, they have a number of them, but not as we have in Tanzania. You go to Nigeria, we have got the Igbos, the Hausas, and the Fulanis. But a solution to the issues in places like Nigeria with Swahili. Swahili will solve the problem of Nigeria instantly. Now, coming to the issue of African leadership. Wherever you are as a youth, do not be deceived that you are the leader of tomorrow. Get that thing out of your mind. You are the leader of today. And when you see any African person from any part of Africa, try as much as to identify him. Try to work out your differences. Let us not be divided by those coming from other areas. You know, because of the education system, I never realized that the British education that I had received in Kenya has enormous amount of impact. More than 34 years, almost 34 years ago, when I got to the United States, I happened to join a university somewhere in Western, let me just put it, University of Washington. But when I got to that school, there was a lot of, I met some people from West Africa, the French-speaking countries. Then I realized we have so much in common in terms of like thinking, how we want Africa to be, but we cannot communicate. You meet someone from Cote d'Ivoire, from Senegal. Their aspirations are just as good as our own aspirations. We want this unity, but we cannot communicate. I don't speak Fulani or French or other things. Maybe to start in some languages. Right now I speak a little bit of like French and some Spanish and other things. You look at people from Equatorial Guinea. Our biggest problem in Africa is not even, we already have unity of purpose because our interests are the same. So if you have similar interests, basically you are already unified. But we have no way of talking to one another. How we can shape ourselves.
You wrap up, Africana.
I know I'm taking a lot of time on the thing, but I'm trying to explain to it. So the reason to why initially I started to say that our solutions lies in the Pan-African, as an African youth, let no one discourage you about Pan-African. Join any Pan-African movement wherever you are, because this is going to be a collective identity of all of us. And when I say about a collective identity, I do not just mean about the Africans on the African continent. I've been lucky enough that I've also traveled other continents. When you go to the Palenque area in Colombia, when you go to Peru, Lima, Peru, and you go into this African neighborhood, I say African neighborhood because those guys, you guys in Africa, those who haven't traveled, you might not even realize that some Black people outside the African continent are more African than some of our Africans on the continent.
Right.
Yes.
When you finish, right?
When you go to places like Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, immediately you fit in, and the way people treat you is like, oh, you're coming, my brother, and it's like that. Even in places like Mexico, I lived in Mexico for like almost 6 to 8 months. There's a place called Quilero. And for your information, those who do not know, the second president of Mexico came from Africa. And it is said, the first free town in Latin America is called Yanga. That name Yanga is from Angola, and some African countries have areas that are named Yanga. Like even in Kenya, we have Mianga in Western Kenya. These people every year, they have got these cultural festivals that go on, holidays, festivities. Their reflection, imagine they have been outside of the continent for more than 400 years, but they still value their Africanness. As we are talking right now in the United States, we are through this celebration that is called Kwanzaa, that was founded by Professor Zikarenga. And Kwanzaa comes from the word Kwanza kwa Kiswahili, in the language Swahili. All the principles of Kwanzaa are basically the Swahili or the Bantu principles. Even the words like they use, Uchama, Uchami, basically those are Swahilis. Those who understand Swahili understand. Now I'm going to address Ethiopia. I'm very, very sorry to see.
Please, Africana,
Yes,
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Please, I need
I
to go
know.
to
Yes,
other people as well.
I know you have to go to one last thing about it. Just 1 minute,
All right.
1 second on
Okay.
Ethiopia. The Ethiopian people, if we have got Tigran people here, Oromo people here, Amharas over there, let's work as brothers and sisters. Do not allow yourself to be divided because you are seeding a hatred that's going to last for a long time. Let's try to find a solution how we can work together as brothers and sisters. Do not get yourself in the issue of like how Biafra went. The 1967, 1970, the Biafra war. It's gonna create division and hatred for nothing. Let's work together as Africans, as sisters and brothers, and do away with this colonial protest in Africa. Let's have one country called Africa. Thank you. Asante sana. Shukran.
Well, I appreciate Africana. I think you closed the session for today. Um, yeah, thank you for your insight. And the funny thing is
Is there a way you can send me your number? Because it's like, forward me your number, I'll send you something small for your
definitely.
efforts and to do that.
Oh, let me send to you here. I'll send to you my WhatsApp. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
In the private chat, you see the private chat here.
I was trying to get to the. Unfortunately, I don't have WhatsApp on this because of some things that I've been doing. We are demonstrating for Ethiopia and everything else.
Okay.
Anyway, we have been working for Ethiopia to make sure that the country doesn't disintegrate. So I had to pull myself from some things. So if you see my number, take it. Then send me just a text message. Then I'll do something.
All right. In the private chat, I sent my two numbers. One is WhatsApp. The first one is WhatsApp. The second one is calling number. So you can call with them before you leave.
Yeah. I'll use the calling number.
Oh yeah, it's the second one. Can you see them?
I'm looking for them over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. I got it. Let me just go ahead and do it since right now you can go ahead and move to someone else, but I'm doing it for you now.
Okay, definitely. Appreciate. All right. Our brother here, Anjuel Ajak, you say you're going to pick up your son from school. Can you talk? Guys, just 1 minute. Okay. Let me go with Josie first. Josie, as a final words for discussion of today, 1 minute, please. It's almost 3 hours right now. Josie's not there as well. Well, let me go to His Excellence. I mean, His Excellence, you there? Okay, Josie.
Yeah. I'm here.
Just hang in there. Josie, you have 1 minute to say your final thoughts. Guys, for the final thoughts, it doesn't mean that you have to say everything. It's kind of like everything you share today, there's something that you want people to remember. You want, like, okay, if you forget everything about I said about now, but I want you to remember this one thing. That is in 1 minute. You can share that. Yes.
No, okay, I'll do it. Actually, just I want to raise my own failure too. This is my own failure too. Unity is in here too. When we take time to speak, to share ideas, we have to save time for others too. I'm sorry, I'm afraid it is my failure too, and I will try to improve as much as possible. Next, in our unity, we need to take care, because we don't have to undermine problems. Oh, this is very easy. Mika can get rid of it. No, this should not be said. We should take care, because behold, a droplet of water that sinks a big ship into ocean. And so we should take care of taking accountability, responsibility, commitment. We don't have to undermine problems, and we don't have to exaggerate problems. What we have to do, we can use our intellectuals, our collective efforts, and look down the problems and research the solution, the techniques, and empirical mechanisms to solve the problem. No need of exaggerating, no need of undermining problem. That is what I want to say. Yes, I'll come to this point actually next time because we have a lot to say about it. Thank you very much.
You did well, Joss. You did well. That was amazing. You are a teacher, so your passion is to teach.
Yeah.
We appreciate having you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. His Excellence.
His Excellency.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I had
Thank
so
you, thank you.
late.
Thank you,
Bagat
brother.
elette, we say. Yeah.
How do you say?
Bagat elette, we say in
Wow.
Afan Oromo.
All right. Amasaganala.
You're welcome.
His Excellency.
It has been an amazing conversation.
Yes, it has indeed. This just shows the hunger of the people and how much they really want to share and how much there is in their hearts. There's so much in people's hearts that we never have a topic that remains on course because there's always more to talk about. And it was nice seeing Africana joining us because he had a lot of comments and we had to just bring him in to really see him and let him voice these things. The text was not enough. So thank you, Africana, for your contribution and for the bravery as well.
Articulate his points and shared his ideas. And one thing that he didn't realize that 2 days ago, I think you're not here. Is it yesterday or 2 days? We were talking about Swahili here. Was it yesterday or the day before that?
It was the day before.
Yeah, 2 days ago. Like what you were sharing today, 2 days ago, we were talking about that, like the common language in Africa. And we spoke for hours about it. It was an amazing discussion. And I promised to bring somebody who is professionally, he's professional teacher, Swahili. And he is in Addis Ababa, actually. In Addis Ababa, they have a Swahili community there, and people are learning Swahili. They have a lot of Ethiopian people learning Swahili there as well. So he will come in the near future this year to share why things that you guys should know about Swahili, because we don't want anyone to be like, okay, they say we should learn this language, we're gonna go to learn. No, we're gonna come with the facts. We're gonna come with the evidence for you guys to understand what you're getting yourself into. So that was an amazing discussion we had 2 days ago, and today, Mr. Africana, he raised up again. His Excellence.
Yes. It's I can't also wait for that topic to come because I saw we had a lot of people showing a lot of interest and others standing on their culture and their languages. But it will be interesting to get the reasoning behind because people want to know why should we learn this language. So, but upcoming topic that I also can't wait to be part of. And for me, in closing, I just want to thank everyone that have joined tonight. Join those who subscribed, join those who contributed super chats and stuff. And please, guys, we are on our road to 200,000. Subscribe. Don't just join and enjoy the topic, but please subscribe. Let's get to 200,000 subscribers. At least as a birthday gift for Mika, for those who who can't send him stuff, anything, let's get to 200,000 before this month end. So that will be a really perfect goal for us for this month. So, and again, in closing, last statement: love in action, peace in action, unity in action is the only way. They are all interlinked. There's no one without the other. That's in closing from my side.
Let me appreciate from Seno right now. It's a birthday wish. treat yourself a nice dinner. Thank you. This is what I was talking about at the beginning. I think this is not just gonna be a dinner, but it's gonna be dinners. $50. That's a lot. Appreciate Zenu. God bless, for that. It means a lot. And I want to appreciate for those people as well who gave super chats today. There are people who we have here: Robert, Amoko. We have Kidist, Bekele, and we have I guess, yeah, I cannot go further. But everyone who donated today, anyhow, I want to appreciate you guys for that, and for those members as well. People like Senu, Pai, Ghost is not here today, Biggie, African Agents of Change, our sister here. Thank you so much. It means a lot, and I couldn't be more grateful for what you do, and even for those who are doing behind the scene as well. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for your prayers, and thank you for everything you guys do. It means a lot. It means a lot. Yeah, that's on my side. Keep subscribing. If you are not a member, you want to become a member, please, you can access the link is on top of the live chat. It's right there. Appreciate. And bye-bye, Mr. Josie. All right. And Africano. We appreciate you guys. We love you. For today, we're going to end it here. But remember, guys, we have this live stream every single day at 9 p.m. East African time. 9 p.m. East African time. We're here live. Tomorrow, tomorrow, your teacher. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about vid.
Kwaheri.
Asante sana. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about vid and V. So please come and come, and we're gonna try to be as careful as we can be, so that we may not receive strike on YouTube. I already have one warning, because there's a really strong censorship whenever you talk about this pandemic and everything. So we're gonna try to be just careful, so that we may not lose this platform. Just keep that in mind. But tomorrow we're gonna have a raising conversation about this.
Okay.
I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.
Meet you there. Thank you.
Asante sana. Kwaheri.
Kwaheri.
Asante
sana. Kwaheri.
His Excellency.
Kunaenda kulala? Siku
We can.
unashuka. Alright. Tumeshamaliza.
His Excellency, we just gonna close in prayer. For those who want to join us in whatever way, whatever language, and this is not enforcing on anyone. And those who want to join us. And in closing for tonight, just another declaration. For the Africa shall be blessed, Africa shall rise, Africa shall take its place in the world. And we pray for strength of Africa. We pray for the wisdom of Africa. We pray for Africa that will be strong, Africa that will use wisdom, Africa that will know its enemies, and Africa that uses discernment more than anything else. And Amen. So God bless Africa. God bless the people of Africa. And God bless each and every country in Africa. I know it's like saying the same thing. God bless Africa. God bless each and every country. But
God bless.
Yes.
May Africa continue
One
rising.
Africa movement.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
God bless Swahili nation.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. God bless Ezra Africana, Josie, and me as well.
Mika.
Professor Ezra, Kuru,
African Agents of Change, Senu, Marie Antoinette, and everybody who is watching right now here. God bless you guys.
Amen. God bless you too.
All right, guys. Okay. All right, guys. Appreciate. I love you guys so much, and thank you for all the wishes and all the loving messages that you guys have sent to me today. Appreciate that so much. Let me just say that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's been a while. Before I leave, I really need to show members, because we have been mentioning other members, but I think I need to show members here to acknowledge you guys. Our members here, I want to acknowledge you guys. Take this moment to appreciate you. So I'm going to show your names here. We have 61 members right now, 61 members, and the members that, apparently the members that cancel the membership, there are 7, but in total we have 61 members, and we have a membership club WhatsApp group. So if you're a member and you're not in that group, and let's say if you're in the the big WhatsApp group. If you're in that group, just text me private and remind me your name and that you're a member. I will invite you to the membership club. We have that group there, and yeah, we want to keep you guys as close as we can, because we want to. You guys mean a lot to us, and for any suggestion, for any opinion, if it is topics to discuss about, if there are people you feel like I should have conversation with, all those stuff. You guys, you're always welcome to, raise your point. So, please do so. So with all being said, I want to appreciate the members that we have here. These are a couple members that we have, and they're supporting us. Okay, let me say this before saying why I'm putting these names. These members are supporting a lot right now in Swahili Nation. As you guys know that right now, currently, I'm not doing reactions. Hopefully we'll do again in the near future, but doing reaction is very risky because of the copyright issues, and you might lose the channel. So we are trying to focus on initiating One Africa movement first, and later on we will move to that channel that is One Africa itself. That's why you guys can subscribe to that channel. We'll move there, and we're going to be doing all these activities there, and here we'll continue with some reactions and other stuff as a SNN, Swahili Nation Network. SNN, Swahili Nation Network. Jonathan, where are you at? So I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh yeah. So right now, because we are only doing live stream, it's you can monetize, but the live stream doesn't really give anything, because once people like you guys are watching here 27, right after it's done, people, they don't watch it again. It's just like that. It's done. But these members are the ones that actually support and help us to move. Help me particularly. Help me to move and to be able to come here to do this every single day, and to be able to pay for the bills, all the bills that I need to pay here and outside as well. So I want to appreciate these guys, that you guys, I don't know how to say. I always say that I am employed by God, and second is Africa, and you guys are my boss. You guys are the boss. Of course, God is my boss, but you guys are the boss. You guys, like, I am working for you guys. I'm working for Africa. You guys are the boss. And you guys, members that you see, all these names you see here, these are the guys that are helping me, supporting this channel and this movement to stand. So I want you guys, all members here, I want you guys to feel proud of yourselves, because without that, I don't know if I'll be able to operate this. I don't know, because I will not be able to pay for the bills. I will not be able to make this moving, running, and all those stuff. But you guys are supporting that. The super chat you see, the membership, that is what is helping this movement to run. Because I don't do any other job apart from what I do here, right? So I want to appreciate you guys so much. All these names, I want to take a moment to appreciate them. Let me mention them. It's 62, but I'll try to mention Fekadu, Ghost, Desta, Tijabi, Fish, Moluken, Yossi, Juju, Achuil, Sam, Ridge, Avi, Pi, Education Forward, my brother right there, Yenatan, Adis Kanatube, Daudetil, Alexi, Alex, Hello, Nat, Senu, Frank, and this is Ethiopian beautiful name right here, Patrick, TDW, Malenga, Jelala, Hai Ambelu, Smooth Deju, Abate, Frey, Tigist, Hadas, Rose, Temesgen, Robel, Aaron, Sinte, Brooke, Lemlem, Samson, Reheu, Jonas, Ephraim, Biggie. This Swahili Nation partner, guys. So if I stop, you have to understand Swahili Nation partner. That means every single month he gives like 99.99. That's a lot. Andy, Blay, African Agents of Change, close cousin Salam, Thomas, Nathaniel, Maxim, Kick Rocks, Hayat, Yeljim, Ezra, Tabor, Alma, John Divine, Adis Channel. These are 62 people who have decided to be committed and to support channel every single month. Without you guys, without your support, and let me be very clear. So all these 62 people, I can show you here. Let me show you here. All these 62 people, you guys I really appreciate for what you're doing every single month. Every single month. And if I can be very honest with you, every single month, 61 people is $259 every single month come from these people. Every single month, guys. So I want to appreciate you guys for giving, for generosity, and for helping the channel to keep moving. So I want to appreciate you guys. Yeah. And with all being said, if you're interested and you want to join the club, you can do. We still need as many members as we can so that I may continue to operate. We may continue to operate, and we may be able to cover all these things that we are having here. So if you're interested, please do so. Yes, there's a link there. Please do so. All right. Okay, guys, I love you so much, and I'll be leaving. I'll be gone by now. Good night, everybody. I love you. Happy New Year. Thank you so much. And somebody's asking, are you arriving? Me? I'm not there yet because I tested positive, but I'll be there very soon. Hopefully next week. I'll retake the test again next week. And if it comes negative, I'll be there as soon as possible. I love you guys. Good night. Bye.